Chapter 1. The Sake or the Kiss. I, I, After making up my mind, I stared at Iroha's face. I'd like to have you, Iroha-san. After clearly stating that, Iroha smiled at me gently. However, I wonder why I was getting a somewhat cold impression from him. Well, I should be honored, shouldn't I? He gave a brief snicker, and from that laugh, I could feel that he was looking down on me. Was it bad for me to have chosen him? I felt confused and worried. Then, hey, I can't just ignore what you said. Did you say you're choosing Iroha? The one you should be choosing. Takao brought his face close to me and gave me a glare reminiscent of a wild beast. That's right, it was like a tiger. His smooth movements were beast-like. It made me utterly terrified. Don't come close to me. I retreated in fear. When I did, he suddenly grabbed my arm. Hey, calm down. No one's going to try and eat you, miss. We're just having a little look at a cute girl. After he said that, Tokiwa scooted up next to me, which made my body shudder. Then, I heard the sound of someone clapping their hand right next to me. Be quiet. You guys are being so loud in front of the shop. Yes, I guess we'll take our leave now. Let's go, Tokiwa. Alright, see you later, cutie. While still carrying a conversation between themselves, Takao and Tokiwa left. I apologize for all the noise. No, it's okay. You're such an adorable girl. So it can't be helped that everyone wants to get friendly with you. Oh no, but isn't someone like me just unusual in a place like this? What do you mean by unusual? I'm just a plain and simple girl who doesn't wear enough makeup. That doesn't matter. As I started to hang my head in disappointment, Takao scooped my chin up and glared at me as if he were appraising my value. His beautiful fingers were cool to the touch. His eyes seemed like they could see through everything. They were terribly cold. I felt as if my heart would even forget to beat. The more I look at you, the more I notice just how fine and beautiful your skin is. It's adorable how you're always reacting so innocently. It would seem that you have something that could bring pleasure to men. Bring pleasure to men? I began to speak, but held my tongue. My face further burned with embarrassment. This is where gentlemen of the night sell their bodies. After saying this, Iroha-san brought his lips close to my ears and whispered gently, "Girl who can't please a man won't receive her favorite gentleman's seed." I was aware. Then that's the sort of place this place is. But I feel that his description was pretty graphic. I'll do my best. I quickly blurted that out. Oh, really? How touching. Iroha-san was smiling at me pleasantly. His eyes are always tracing flowing curves, so smooth and moist. His glance is just so sensuous. Well, shall we go, miss? Is something wrong? It won't bother me if you choose another gentleman. No, I didn't mean... Well then, this way, please. There is nothing to be nervous about. He gently placed his hand on my back and urged me forward. With the incredibly gentle motions of his hand and his tongue, I was moved to step forward. What is this place? A normal parlor? What are we going to do here? Miss, you seem to be the most inexperienced customer that I have ever met. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? I just thought that your reaction was adorable. He directed an affectionate smile at me, easing my worries. Perhaps choosing him was the right choice. He is kind, caring, and has a quiet demeanor. But deep inside his eyes, there's something that seems cold. Please sit in the seat of honor. Okay. I said. I was nervous, but you wear yourself when you get so worked up. As he trembled, Iroha-san swiftly brought his body close to me. This greatly increased my anxiety. You can also come here and get nervous, just like you are now. What do you mean? This is a place where gentlemen of the night exchange intimacies and drinks with customers. This is also your last chance. The side of your choice was truly a good one. This is where intimacies are. So will I drink with you here, Iroha-san? No. Just for today, as a special treat, I will take you to the room for the next stage. Iroha-san shook his head slightly. When he did, his beautiful black hair swayed side to side. I became captivated by his classy black hair. Why are you staring at my face? Something wrong? I just thought that you're beautiful. You would have smooth tongue. The instant that I blurted out my true feelings, my face became heat. just flattering you. I can tell from your eyes. You do not want me. He stands intertwined with mine. Why can't I look away from his glance? Well, shall we move on to the next room? He seems to be taking pleasure in this. Iroha-san stood up smoothly. The way he moves is so beautiful. Would this be true beauty? The thought of this made me sigh. What an incredibly luxurious room. The furniture in this room is so expensive that even our warehouse can't sell it. The bed was lavishly decorated with gold foil and looked very comfortable. As luck would have it, we went back home. So I brought you to this room. As luck would have it, you mentioned it. I do recall that the client is someone in progress and like that. They didn't use this room, so perhaps it would be better if they used it. I made you comfortable, so as an apology, this would be your room. Feel free to use it. What does he mean by feel free to use it? It's not like this is a monster. It just means I feel free. You broke up my head in confusion. So, why don't we retire for today? Gently, Iroha-san nestled his body into the bed. As this surprised me, he then called me over with a small playful motion. He seemed quite worn out from being with us today. Go ahead, come here. Come on, please lay down next to me. All the power in my legs left me. And yet, Iroha-san's sex appeal slowly pulled me in closer to him. And finally, he extended his hand and pulled me in. He definitely didn't pull me in strongly. And yet, he pulled me in with such ease. Warm, large, and rugged. The warmth of a man's body was right next to me. The more that I became aware of this, the more rigid my body became. Just as I began to say that I'd like to go, Iroha-san's warm hands touched my hair. Ever so gently, as if he cherished it, Iroha-san's hands glided back and forth across my hair. He sealed my body's movement, completely. It was so comfortable. My body that felt so stiff before was now losing its power. But, is this the pillow talk that happens in Yoshiwara? What do you mean? Just snuggling in bed and stroking my hair? Is that all? Iroha-san's eyes became wide with surprise. Oh, no, I mean, I understand that this isn't enough to create a child. I absolutely had no idea what to say. I know I'm lacking in knowledge, but what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. I guess I should have known that he would laugh at me. I'm sorry. I'm Kikuya's manager. Iroha-san quickly stopped his laughter. He put on a thoughtful look and spoke in a persuasive tone. That's right, he did say that he was a manager. See, I guess that I will have to start my explanation from there. The job of a manager is to take care of the people of this shop. Entertaining clients is not included in my job description. This man's eyes opened wide with surprise. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm sorry for asking you to do this. Please don't worry about it. I thought you already knew that when you chose me. I thought that you didn't want anything to happen here. I'm sorry. No, please. Well, shall we start over? It was as if Iroha-san's gaze were inviting me. That was all it said to make my heart skip a beat. This isn't something that I usually ask customers, but allow me to ask you something. Okay. Do you want to experience the pillow talk that happens in Yoshiwara? My cheeks became hot with embarrassment once again. However, Iroha-san's serious eyes made me stop. I am interested in that. I see. If so, then as a representative of Kikuya, I will officially entertain you. To officially conduct relations in the red light district, there are a number of steps to be taken. Okay, and this parlor is the place for that? As I wondered where he would take me to next, I felt a sense of relief to know that this was the first place that I was brought to. Exactly. If it were a low-ranking gentleman of the night, you could sleep with him quickly. But for those we call courtesans, it would take 2 or 3 visits before you lay together, and nothing would happen unless you are chosen by the courtesan. So the client doesn't really choose the courtesan? So what about me? I feel like I have absolutely no chance of ever being chosen by the courtesan called Takao. More than that, I've already chosen Iroha-san, who's right before me. There is no need for you to look so disappointed, because you're more than cute enough to be chosen. No, please. Well, let us drink together tonight, and get to know each other deeply. Iroha-san poured alcohol into my cup. He carried himself smoothly and deftly. No movement was in vain. I was utterly mesmerized. Took a cup of to Iroha-san. My name is Hidetomi Misao. He was surprised. Iroha-san looked like his eyes had become two dots on his face. Did I say something strange? Funny girl, aren't you? The night is long. Let us drink sake and have a leisurely conversation. I said so with enthusiasm. But maybe because I don't have any chance to drink alcohol. The amount of sake in my glass barely went down. To start with, I can only take little sips of sake, like a dog lapping up water. That's just the way I was. Miss, sake isn't something that you take little sips of. I'm sorry. Could it be because you're not used to it? Well then, this is where I have no choice but to make you drink. It just happened. My mind didn't follow. Iroha-san's eyes got so close to me, and I felt something warm and very tender on my lips. Our lips were touching each other's. The sweet smell came forth from between his lips, and a liquid flowed and spread into my mouth. This is sake. I gulped down the sake and it ran down my throat. The sake left a hot burning sensation in my throat, and my body temperature quickly rose. I now personally came to know that this is what happens when you drink sake. But what made me even more surprised was I kissed with Iroha. Why did you kiss me? Is this your first time to kiss a man? I nodded my head again and again. That's what I thought. But this is the first time that I've seen such an innocent reaction. And you're not aware that your body desires a man? What are you saying? How regrettable that you are unaware of a woman's joy. Though I do not believe you will become aware of this tonight, I will entertain you with all my heart. As soon as he said that, he took a swig of sake and kissed me again. Iroha-san's tongue churned the sake in my mouth along with my tongue. I was embarrassed by this action and tried to escape, but his tongue played harder with mine. My mouth, which had been closed, began to loosen and sake spilled out. The cold liquid flowed from my mouth and reached my neck. This was the sweet sake that flowed forth from both our mouths. Oh, look at that. It's spilling from your mouth. Drink up. But I won't accept any excuses. Open your mouth. Sake came into my mouth once again. But at the same time, something else came in. It wasn't sake. Something soft stimulated my tongue. Your cheeks are blushing so adorably. He licked my lips with his tongue, and a shudder came across my body. I can tell that you're fully enjoying Kikuya. I couldn't breathe well, so I opened my mouth. Without hesitation, Iroha-san poured the sake into his mouth and into mine. If this continues, I'll get drunk in no time. No. Maybe I'm already drunk. I found myself clinging to Iroha-san's neck. The position of my body made it look like I was begging him. Which do you want more, sake or my kiss? Since you're hesitating to give me an answer, would it be okay for me to assume you want my kiss? I don't know. Because I've never felt like this before. Nothing would give me more pleasure. I will guide you through the night of your dreams. Iroha-san's thin lips approached me. Maybe it was because of the sake, but his lips were glowing in an obscene manner. Though I felt embarrassed, the urge to kiss him myself coursed through me. It appears that Kikuya suits you. It's written on your face. It says, I want it right now. Perhaps. Iroha's words are correct. That's why I suddenly tried to escape. Where are you running off to? There's nowhere for you to escape to. I wonder if this is what it feels like to want a man. From my lips I felt an indescribable ecstasy and my head became light. I felt like I didn't care what will happen to me anymore. And my heart felt that way too. As I drowned in sake and Iroha-san's kisses, before I knew it, I lost consciousness. Chapter 2. The Event of Last Night. Chapter 2. The Event. The morning sun shined on my face, disrupting my slumber. I wanted to sleep just a little longer, though. I opened my eyes to try and wake up before my mother could come and wake me. Huh? This room. This room is quiet and modest. Where am I? What am I doing here? I immediately recalled the events of last night. My cheeks instantly became hot with shame. The things I did in that luxurious and gorgeous room. They were all experiences that I tasted for the first time. That night was fraught with danger and temptation. Making such a solid face in the morning. When I turned back, Iroha-san was looking down at me while carrying 2 trays in his hands. Iroha-san, what am I doing here? Why don't I explain over breakfast? Well, come out of bed. Yes, sorry. I just woke up, but Iroha-san appears to have already dressed himself and done his morning preparations. So, I dressed myself and got out of bed. Well then, shall we have breakfast? Iroha-san placed the tray in front of me. Iroha-san then swiftly sat down. But because he sat facing me, I felt somewhat uncomfortable. Please, eat. Okay, thank you. I took the chopsticks in my hand and began to bring food to my mouth. I then caught a glimpse of Iroha-san. He was eating his food with a nonchalant look on his face. He would like to say something, but he wasn't time to say it. He said that while with his eyes on my tray. I was wondering why I'm in this room. I had no choice but to carry you to my room. Please forgive me. You had no choice? Yes. It was time for you to get going, but there were no signs of you waking up anytime soon. I didn't know that was the reason. I've never overslept like that before. Perhaps because you had sake in you. Sake? As soon as he said that, I remembered what I did last night. I kissed him so many times. And in the end, we kissed as I clung to him. When I remembered that, I became so embarrassed that it felt like flames were bursting from my face. I guess it can't be helped since many of those experiences were first for you. For the first time, as Iroha-san pointed that out, my heart skipped a beat. Unable to properly form any words, I returned my chopsticks to the tray and said, I'm truly sorry for troubling you yesterday. I bowed with great force. Then I darted out of Iroha-san's room to escape. I don't remember much after that. I just ran, and ran some more. I soon found that I was no longer in Kikuya, but in the silence of Inari Shrine. My heart ran wild from shame, and to calm my heart, I crouched down in a corner on the grounds of Inari Shrine. If I could only erase yesterday's events. I thought about that over and over. What am I doing? Drinking that much sake? In my current state, I guess you could say that I wanted to crawl into a hole. And beyond that, my memory is fuzzy. I let out a sigh of exasperation as I held my head. Then I suddenly remembered and stood up. That's right, it happened while I was taking care of an errand yesterday. Thinking that my mother must be worried, I hurried back home. As I snuck back into my own room, the sliding door clattered loudly as it was opened. Welcome home, Misao. You were planning to come back in without so much as a hello, weren't you? I'm sorry. Before you apologize, tell me where you went to last night. Actually, I went to Kikuya, where I brought the package. But I didn't really do anything. Who would believe that you could spend a night in the red light district and not do anything? Misao, you're still too young to get acquainted with a man, let alone have a child. I'm sorry to have made you worry. But really, I didn't do anything. I can't do anything because that's already happened. But you really have to be careful. You need to know that you'll get played with and abandoned. Once I nodded deeply in response to my mother's words, I left my room relieved. Iroha-san. It really was the night of my dreams. When I remembered Iroha-san's kiss, somewhere deep inside my chest ached. He must be disappointed that I actually fainted. Oh, and I didn't pay any money. Must I go back to that red light district? The thought of that made me wrinkle. And what could this hot feeling be? What should I do? A few days passed since I visited Kikuya. Misao, what are you daydreaming about? Don't tell me you're remembering Yoshiwara again. No, not at all. Strange. There's nothing strange about me. I'm okay. Don't worry. I was surprised at just how sharp my mother's senses are. I had already settled on going to Kikuya today to pay my money. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, Mother. When I came into Kikuya, I was taken aback. Iroha-san greeted me with his arms crossed in an imposing stance. I feel that it would be misleading to say that he greeted me. Going here in the middle of the night. You didn't think it would be dangerous? I was just so focused on coming. I'm sorry. This is not the kind of thing where everything will be okay with an apology. But nothing happened. When I said that and smiled, a flash of anger came across Iroha-san's face. So what? He's so scary. This time you're safe, and I'm glad to see that, but I don't know what will happen next time. As he coldly declared that, he keenly communicated that he was worried about me and that I should be careful. I felt a sense of remorse from the bottom of my heart and bowed. I would never in my life ask you to go out at this time. Okay. So what did you come here for today? Oh, yes, I forgot to pay last time. You came all this way to bring your payment? You really didn't have to do something like that. Why? Did I do something that required money that night? If you're saying that I was taking care of a child, then I guess that might warrant payment. Don't say something like that. You were so nice to me before. Indeed, no Yoshiwara gentleman would treat a client coldly. Iroha-san's words cut into my own naive idea. Kissing is part of the job, and if desired, anyone can do that. Even if I wanted to understand it in my mind, my heart would not follow. You understand, don't you? You need to take that money and go back home immediately. I'll have someone who has nothing to do accompany you. My heart ached so much that tears formed before my eyes. When I did this, without a word, he put out one of his arms. Thinking that he was chasing me out, I flinched and shrunk my shoulders inward. Don't be scared. Just like before, his hand began to gently stroke my head. Well then, it will be unsafe for you to go back. So why don't you spend the night here and return in the morning? Would I spend the night with you, Iroha-san? As I said that, I noticed that I had said something really childish. No, I won't be there, so please spend your time relaxing. But it would be better if I were with Iroha-san. To say that it would be better with him, I never imagined that I could say something like that. I think that until yesterday I was in agony over the shame of what I had done. Here's something else. I'm sorry. He would probably look down upon me. This girl like me to say something like that. You have quite a bit of courage, don't you? Because it's Iroha-san. Did I do something to you? I think that now is my only chance to choose you, since you're a manager. Be that as it may, this is not an issue that I can easily accept. Oh no. What? It's you again? If Iroha rejects you, then why don't I be your partner? It's better if you partner up with a veteran. I'll take care of you. Oh wow, I heard a rumor that you partnered up with the manager. Choose me. No, this is just the right time for me. I'll take care of you in a short amount of time. This is just like an exhibition. I can't stand this. Without answering, I put my head down. Then I heard the sound of clapping. Quiet! You should be ashamed of yourselves. Iroha-san's words were said coldly, and in reaction, the gentleman's movements instantly stopped. She chose me once. Even if I am a manager, I took her as my wife for the night. I intend to take care of this lady until she is satisfied. He glanced at them to stop the rowdy gentleman of the night. Is that all right with you? Let it be known that she is my client. I wasn't sure if it was because of Iroha-san's glare, but the gentleman of the night fell silent. Just who were these people? I heard that gentlemen of the night have a top education and masters singing and entertaining, but those guys from before were looking down upon me like they were appraising me. Everyone certainly had beautiful and gentle features, but if that's so, then why did I feel so uncomfortable to be surrounded by them? I've taken on quite the troublemaker. I listened to Iroha-san's complaints as he walked forward. I'm sorry. If you don't like me, then I should choose some other. Misao-san, those guys will play you. Iroha-san then stopped and turned back. His profile left me with a sobering, cold impression that made my heart anxious. What do you mean that they'll play me? Exactly as I said. They steal money from their clients and quit them when there's nothing left. I remembered what my mother had said and held my body. It sounded so terrifying. But it's probably because this is Yoshiwara. Perhaps I've unwittingly embarked down a path of courage. Are you scared? That's what I get for disobeying my mother, but I'm okay with that. Really? You're a troubling lady. Even if something scary might happen, I still wanted to see Iroha-san. It was strange, but I thought that I wanted to know this person. Well, thank you for saving me. It's not something you need to thank me for. I had no choice but to take you in. Though he looked down on me with cold eyes, I also felt strongly aware of his kindness and big heart. The adult and the child. You're bringing me here? The place that I was brought to was Iroha-san's room. My feet stopped abruptly near the entrance. In comparison, Iroha-san sat on top of the tatami mat in a relaxed way. Yes, is there a problem with that? I felt that he was looking down on me, and my face became hot with shame. Today, I'd like to pay in full. Iroha-san blocked my words and gave a big nod. I understand, but I have no intention of treating you as a customer, miss. Confused, I tightly gripped my hands together in front of my soul. Is it because I'm a little girl? But today I have money. I have enough for last time, which he said he didn't need, and for this time as well. I came to Iroha-san's side and put the money next to him. Look, I really have the money. That's not it. Put this away. Iroha-san pushed the money back to me. Please, take it. I said I don't need it. Put it away. No. After that, we both became silent. We were staring at each other, but the situation turned into something simple. You're pretty stubborn, aren't you, Iroha-san? As are you. I thought you would be a pushover, but you still won't back down. Quite surprised. Then Iroha-san began to snicker and amuse me. Oh, you're so troublesome. I could say the same for you too, Iroha-san. You're troublesome. Are you saying that you have no intention of taking my money? Yes. But I believe that I have an obligation to pay. No, you do not. I know you said that nothing happened on that day, Iroha-san. Yes. But something did happen, didn't it? What could have happened? Didn't we kiss? All I did was make you drink sake. Perhaps I should thank him. Yeah, I should thank him for yesterday and bow my head. It's okay for you to consider it all a complimentary service. Service? Well then. What? So, after I slept, nothing happened, right? I'm not so starved to partner myself with a sleeping child. Iroha-san said that without any hesitation, as if it were totally obvious. Is that so? Are you disappointed by that, or are you relieved? I would like to ask your honest opinion. At any rate, I can't believe you prefer to be with a man who you suspected of doing something to you. It seems that you're interested in those things more than I imagined. Oh, no, that's... Perhaps it would have been better to have prepared one of the gentlemen who are free. Huh? No, I'm okay. You're strange. So you're saying that you're choosing me? Am I mistaken to think that's what it is? Now that you mention it, what a complicated feeling. Just what was I thinking in the first place? Was I thinking that I want to sleep with this beautiful man? I couldn't forget this book. Do I want to move even further forward and sleep with him? From the fact that you've gone silent, perhaps I've been a little too to partner with such a cute girl. I can't say such delightful things. Up until a moment ago, he was giving me a sharp look as if he were testing me. But before I knew it, that look gave way to a soft smile. In any case, it's pretty late for today. I'm going to prepare your bed now, so please go to sleep. Yes, thank you very much. In the bed that our husband prepared for me on that day, I was the next morning, as soon as I awoke, something jumped right into my view. It was Iroha-san's handsome face sleeping in the bed next to mine. Instinctively, my heart jumped, but I breathed slowly to calm my feelings. Iroha-san really is nice. What's nice? Mm, I totally didn't think that he would be awake and listening. The fact that I chose Iroha-san when it came time for me to choose someone, I could never say such a thing. I rushed to jump out of bed. I'm sorry. There's not really any reason for you to apologize and run away, is there? I couldn't believe that I would get this embarrassed after he heard me talk to myself. Yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry. You apologize too much. Anyway, please don't stare at me so much. I'm used to people looking at me with appraising eyes, but I'm not used to someone like you just staring at me for no reason. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. Sorry, but this is normal. What's normal here is to appraise one's value. But I can't look at you with such eyes, Iroha-san. So can't you get used to my way? What a strange request you've made. It really does seem that you've come here too early, miss. No way. The tips of his finger, which looked like whitefish, took a bunch of my hair. Looking at his own hair, entwined by his long, thin fingers, naturally made my pulse increase. There isn't a girl in this Yoshiwara who would turn red just from something like that. Of course his eyes were looking down on me. They were looking at me like a child more than a woman. Then he said that he had to see another client off and quickly made his way to the entrance. Well then, I caused you a lot of trouble. Don't worry about it. It was a fun night. But I can't come back, can I? I can't stop you, but you're more than welcome to come after you've grown up a little. If you do, then you'll find Kikuya more enjoyable. I'm not satisfied. What was that what he was saying? How should I respond? And just then, huh? So you ended up partnering up with Iroha-san? There weren't enough gentlemen last night, so I took care of her for the time being. Not enough? But a lot of gentlemen were chatting me up yesterday. So don't pursue it any further. For a moment, Iroha-san's cold, piercing gaze turned to Tokiwa-san. Chills ran down my spine. All right, well, I don't really agree with that, but I guess it's forbidden to pursue this any further. Heaven forbid if I did. With a face looking like he was up to something, Tokiwa-san returned to the back of the shop. Mistake to be seen by Tokiwa. Hi. No, it's nothing. It's just a bit bothersome. A cool smile came across his face as he said that. Well, before another gentleman comes, go home carefully, Misao-san. Yes, thank you very much. I left Kikuya as if I were pushed out. I would again be caught by my mother for staying over without permission. She was totally disappointed. I'm already an adult, so she's not going to meddle in my affairs, is what she said. So, in other words, I guess she doesn't mind if I go out to the red light district. But she probably imagines that I don't have enough money to make frequent visits. Iroha-san said that I'm still a child. So just what am I supposed to be right now? I can drink sake. My body has matured enough, I think. I'm at an age where it's not strange to imagine that I would have a child. But am I a child? Is he saying that we're not compatible because I'm a child? No, but I just want to see Iroha-san again. I don't know what else I need besides that. I wonder if I'll be scolded by Iroha-san again after all. As I let out a sigh, my body headed towards Kikuya on its own. And just then, an extravagant procession came to create a unique atmosphere. The procession stole the glances of passing women. It was the courtesan's procession. In the procession, a gentleman with flashy clothes to match his decent features walked gracefully. Iroha-san would definitely look good in that. His black hair was decorated with glass beads, garnished with gold hairpins and red feathers. Gold and silver embroidery would be good on a black cloth. Perhaps people would say that it's unlucky, but it seems like it would really suit him. I absent-mindedly thought about this when... Bam! Stop daydreaming, you're in the way. Before I could apologize, I bumped into a woman's body and was pushed into the room. I frantically tried to keep my ground, but I couldn't make it in time and fell to the ground. Jesse, you really are a troublesome lady. I didn't think I'd meet you in a place like this. Huh? Iroha-san? He made a wry face and embraced my body. Hey, get it together. Yes, It's dangerous to be here. Come here. I was dragged towards Kikuya. How much do I have to look after someone like you? I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. If you really want to come here that much, then you should grow up already. What a ruthless thing to say. Placed it by men, Yoshiwara, and Kikuya. But this person is telling me that I need to grow up before I visit Kikuya. I thought about that carefully. It was difficult to disobey Iroha-san's cold gaze. Yes. If you understand that, then you should go home for the day. I understand what you're trying to say, Iroha-san. If you don't want to go back by yourself, we can call a sedan chair for you. But I don't want that. What did you say? I really wanted to see you, Iroha-san. No matter how much I think about it, I don't understand. Just what does it take to become an adult? Won't you teach me, Iroha-san? Won't you tell me how to become an adult, Iroha-san? In spite of myself, I said something pretty rude, but because it's Iroha-san, I guessed that he would understand what I was trying to say. I want to exchange intimacies for one night with Iroha-san. That's what I wanted to say. Chapter 4. The Wife for the Night of the Manager. You should know that I want to spend the night with you. You should know that. Iroha-san wouldn't open his mouth. It was very painful to look up at him, so I gently put my head down. Perhaps I've troubled you. Yes, that's right. I looked up at Iroha-san's face again. His eyes were sharp and fearsome like a blade. His beauty was breathtaking. Tears slowly flooded my eyes. If he were a normal gentleman of the night, I wouldn't have to feel this way. I would save money, be embraced, and feel happy. And that would be enough. Manager, shall I escort this lady out of Yoshiwara? Perhaps I could take his silence as his agreement. A man working as an attendant grabbed my arm. Iroha-san! I could feel that my tears flew into the air. I came wondering what all the commotion was about, and if it isn't that girl who chose the manager? I turned in surprise to that voice. And there was Takao-san and Tokiwa-san. If Iroha won't take you, I'll take care of you. Takao waved his hand, informing the attendant to loosen the hand that was gripping me. I'd expect nothing less of the person they call the ogre manager. To have a virgin like her fall for him like that? Quiet, Tokiwa. It appeared that anger hid behind these quiet words. But what do you plan to do with her? Even Kagura and Kaguro? You all our own clients. I came here because I'm waiting for your orders. I'll be there soon, so go ahead of me and wait. I see. This is how I'm interrupting Iroha-san's work. I should go back. As I thought that and turned my back, Misa-san, kindly wait there. Do I have to say it twice for you to understand? No, I understand. Hope and anxiety. These two feelings mixed inside me to the point of unease. In a place like this, I can calmly listen to your story. I could hear cries of excitement of women in the distance. Perhaps this was because we were in the middle of the courtesans' procession. What do you want from me? Why me? Confused, Iroha-san asked me once more, why me? There are supposed to be many handsome men in Kikuya. And more than that, I'm retired. I have no need to have women by me. I understand that. It's not that. I just want to see you, Iroha-san. I can always take care of you if all you want to do is just see me. You say outside of that, you recommend time with another gentleman, right? That's not what I say. I understand your feelings, but... A large sigh fell upon my head. Thinking that was his answer, I recoiled my body. I waited for Iroha-san's words of rejection. There's no man that could refuse your feelings. Huh? I'll make an exception and partner up with you. There was nothing fancy about the room that I was assigned to. Just a normal parlor room. Before, I skipped the procedures of the relay district and entertained you. Yes? From now on, to determine if you are fit to be my client, I will talk with you so that we may get to know each other even more deeply. Even more deeply. Yes, the uninformed client is accompanied by a gentleman suited to her level, as a refined client is also accompanied by a suitable gentleman. I want you to choose a gentleman of the night in the future. I don't even know now if that day will come. Well then, you seem to be a weak drinker, so how shall we pass the time? Shall we play Go or Shoji? I'm sorry, I don't really know much about Go or Shoji. I see. Well then how about Gomu Narabe? It's easy to play. If you line up 5 stones horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, you win. Okay, I'll play with you. Then Iroha-san used a Go board, and we began to play Gomu Narabe. I lost again. How does that happen? You don't seem to be frustrated. Why is that? Said it's fun. I guess you could say our conversation was silly, but I was at least satisfied to have an everyday random conversation with him. Do you feel dissatisfied, Iroha-san? Yes, I do. I don't feel any sense of rivalry. So why don't we try this instead? As if he were approving of his own idea, he gave one big, satisfied nod. Whoever loses gets punished. If we do that, then you'll play serious, right? Iroha-san's face twisted into a bemused grin. What exactly will the punishment be? If you lose, Misao-san, then you have to kiss me. If I lose, then I'll kiss you, Misao-san. If? That's not something that you use as a punishment. I tried to go against him, but I started to trail off. Oh? Well, will you be going back then? To your home? That's low. Iroha-san let out a small snicker. Then you'll accept my proposal, right? Okay. I just need to win. I showed that kind of enthusiasm, but... I win. Alright, go ahead. With a calm smile on his face, Iroha-san approached me. Could you at least close your eyes? I was both anxious and greatly embarrassed, and my voice became very small. I faced Iroha-san. Free to close my eyes or keep them open, it will still be the same lips kissing me. I can't do anything with that kind of attitude. There was nothing that I could do, so I decided to prepare myself. I closed my eyes, puckered my lips, and just went for it. I felt something soft, and then I immediately distanced my body. That was a child's kiss. But, well, it's fine. Practice makes perfect. And as Iroha-san said, I continued my succession of losses, and I had a lot of practice. My embarrassment multiplied, and I definitely can't say that I became perfect. However, I finally won! At last, I can give you a taste of what a real kiss is like. Oh? I was pretty happy to have won. I totally forgot that Iroha-san's kiss was awaiting me. It was a slow process, but your kiss has also changed. But a gentleman of the night would say that it was dissatisfying. Do you also feel dissatisfied, Iroha-san? If I were a gentleman of the night, I would say so. And I would tell you to throw away any sense of shame right now. But there's no way that I could give a satisfying kiss right now. Do as I do. I'll teach you right now. I remembered my bewilderment at his command-like tone, and my gaze looked for a place to escape to. I won't allow for idle chit-chat in the middle of a kiss. I nodded, and then Iroha-san's lips laid on top of mine. From a shallow kiss that only touched my lips, gradually and slowly, his kiss pushed further in, changing into something else. Your lips are soft and moist. You've got just the right thickness. I can't take it. Iroha-san nibbled on my bottom lip, and the faint stimulation caused a sound to come from my mouth. Does it taste good? Yes, very. Before we knew it, our close conversation became whispers, and we talked in husky voices. With plenty of expression, Iroha-san moved on. I felt something moist and alive. His tongue invaded my mouth between the space in between my lips. This also tastes like good sake. It was like he was churning my existence. I felt a tingling sweet numbness deep inside my chest. Every time that Iroha-san kissed me, a similar feeling to that of sake rocked my consciousness. Ah, you're a pretty quick learner. You've come to use your tongue in a clever way. Once again, my face burned with shame. Have I satisfied you a little, Iroha-san? There's still that's still pretty much impossible. How frustrating. It's always me. In an instant, my frustration outgrew my shame. I suddenly bit his lip. What an aggressive girl you are. I'm looking forward to what's next. What's making me aggressive is the sweet temptation of your kiss. I was once again attacked by his deep kiss. As I experienced that feeling, before I knew it, I lost consciousness. San. As he shook my shoulders, my consciousness was hazy, but I was waking up. Misao-san. Whose voice could that be? Moments later, I realized that it was Iroha-san, and I rushed to wake up. Huh? It's morning already? Yes, I'm about to prepare breakfast now. As he said that, Iroha-san promptly carried my tray. Speaking of, what happened yesterday? I was surprised that you fainted last night. It's quite startling that you faint every time you kiss. The way he said it made me seem like he was making fun of my mistake. Embarrassed, I hid my face in the bed. I really am weird, aren't I? I was nervous when I kissed him myself and felt nothing. But when Iroha-san kissed me, the core of my body began to shake. Then my head began to get fuzzy, and I felt happy and good. It won't be a problem if you get used to it. You have to build up your resistance so you won't faint. Yes, please help me. It's strange that you would ask me for that, but leave it to me. And I will come to Iroha-san as long as time permits. Chapter 5. Eyes Glittering Red. A number of days have passed. Since Iroha-san made an exception to partner up with me, get home safely. Why is that? He allows me to come and see him anytime. But whenever I say goodbye, feeling that I don't want to leave him continues to grow. Is it okay if I come back soon? I already said that you can come back anytime. You always ask me the same question whenever you said goodbye. Do you feel worried about something? No. Are you still worried about payment? Well, there's that too. Because Iroha-san isn't a gentleman of the night. He takes care of me for free. That's also something I worry about. But I've given up since you're so stubborn, Iroha-san. I could say the same for you. Iroha-san narrowed his eyes and smiled, which made my heart begin to pound like a hammer. The feeling that I didn't want to go home continued to grow. I hung my head down to avert my gaze away from Iroha-san. Misao-san? He gently asked me this, and I'm happy to know that he cares about me like that. I unwittingly grabbed the hem of his clothing. Is this related to me? Oh, no, it's nothing. You have something that you can't tell me? His voice was not one to press me for an answer, but one to gently persuade me. I was supposed to have held my emotions back, but his voice and glance were softer and gentler than ever before. So my emotions came pouring out. I don't want to go back home. I still want to stay with you, Iroha-san. Misao-san, you too? You too? Does he mean that other clients also? Feeling that he was criticizing me at every No, it's okay. I'm not trying to criticize you. All women that begin to visit the red light district often feel the same way at least once. You mean I'm not the only one? His words made me feel somewhat relieved. Yes, I think they all must feel the same. And that's exactly why you have to follow the rules. I'm sorry. Even though I'm not a child, I certainly did behave disgracefully as a child would. I felt so ashamed that I looked down to escape his glance. Then, his fingers stroked my chin and quickly brought it up. Iroha-san then continued by laying a kiss on my cheek. I even remember the shape of his lips. He's kissed me so many times that I've even lost count. But the kiss that he gently laid upon my cheek made my chest feel so tight that it ached. Iroha-san smiled and then stared at me. I did that because you looked so sad. Manager, what were you doing? Oh, it was true that you have a client. Shouts of surprise began to ring out from around us. I feel like running away. Excuse me. I quickly ran away from Iroha-san. The events of this morning ran through my mind again and again. Today was a day where I couldn't work smoothly. I'm tired. Since there was no one around, I laid down on the tatami mat. I could smell the faint aroma of soft rush. It smelled just like Kikuya. Oh, Iroha-san, I want to see you. But it would be too much to go every day. As a manager, Iroha-san has many jobs. He always seems busy when I go to the shop. Yet he always welcomes me with a smile. I shouldn't go there today. I said that out loud to convince myself. But I want to see him. I closed my eyes and remembered my time with Iroha. The things that we did were almost always the same. We would play Gomoku no Rabe, and if I won, I would get a kiss. If I lost, he would get one from me. My initial confusion had been missing, and now every time that we kissed and our tongues intertwined, I would feel dissatisfied. I want to touch Iroha-san more. My heart was in pain, and there was an aching feeling deep inside my body. My body began to ache more and more every day. With a sadness in my heart, I constantly wondered if this is what it's like to be lovesick. One day, when my suffering was too much to bear, I went to visit him. You look so happy. Did something happen? I'm happy to see you, Iroha-san. I'm absolutely honored. But I'm telling the truth. I didn't say I was joking. Is that how you really feel? Though all he did was believe my feelings, my cheeks flared up. But if that's so, why haven't you been coming so often? Perhaps it was because he thought of something, but his passionate gaze looked down upon me and made me feel like I was going to be sucked in. That's how terrifying his strong eyes were, and they were directed right at me. Just then, when I first started visiting Kikuya, my heart would go crazy just from looking at the goat board. However, your hand stopped. Are you bored? No, I'm having fun, but I'm just a little tired. Iroha-san then directed his gaze at me and stared with his beautiful black eyes. Oh, I see. It seems that our little game has already left you dissatisfied. Isn't that right? Huh? Not only do you want me to kiss you, you want me to touch your body too. Isn't that right? Well, even if it is true, I can't just say something like that. I kept my mouth shut. Then Iroha-san chuckled. That must be it, Misao-san. Yes. Well then, the problem has been solved, so let's sleep for today. Huh? Why? Without responding to my answer, Iroha-san set out the bed and laid down. I couldn't say anything to his action. It was like he was running away from me. I lost my words and laid next to Iroha-san as always. However, my dissatisfaction would not disappear. Why would you ask me and then cast me away like that? I never really understand Iroha-san. I feel so sad and lonely. Before I knew it, I was burying my face in his chest. Misao-san, couldn't you keep a little bit of distance between us like you usually do? Misao-san? What should I say? Is it better to refuse and throw a tantrum? Or would it be better to obediently give him distance and spend my night feeling lonely? Why is he being so mean to me? Without saying a word, I shook my head in his chest. All of a sudden, he pulled my body in tightly. Misao-san. Our lips locked intensely as if they were devouring each other. While not knowing quite what happened, all of a sudden, I found myself in Iroha-san's arms, receiving his hot embrace and kiss. Our tongues tangled together to the point that it felt like they would melt in each other's saliva. It hurts. Iroha-san, wait! The crushing, suffocating feeling made me squint my eyes tightly. A stream of tears ran from my closed eyelids. I suddenly felt terrified. With a grimace on my face, I opened my eyes. Then something jumped out in front of my eyes. It was red? Glimmering red. His eyes glimmered red. Iroha's? From the gaps between his white hair, I could see blood-red eyes. A man that I've never seen before stared at me in silence. Oh my. Not knowing what had happened, I struggled to pull away from him and ran off. Who was that just now? I'm sure that I was hugging Iroha-san, and I'm sure that those were Iroha-san's lips, and his seductively sweet fragrance. What was that? I kneeled down to hide myself in the corner of the hallway. I frantically tried to suppress the sound of my intense heartbeat, and I desperately tried to recall what I saw before. I've heard of that before. Isn't that an ogre? How long have I been huddled here for? You'll get sick sleeping in a place like this, miss. He placed his large hand on my shoulder. Perhaps he noticed that my shoulders shuddered in fear. He quickly retracted his hand. It's me, Misao-san. Iroha-san, your hair is black again. What are you talking about? Come on, let's go back to the room. I had no idea what happened. I just couldn't follow what was going on. Still confused, and without having said a word to Iroha-san, I ended my day and slept in bed. The next morning, Iroha-san saw me off as usual, but something was different. Iroha-san, about yesterday. Yesterday? Did something happen? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why did he look like that? I attempted to ask him about it again and again, but he was totally unapproachable. Are you angry with me? Me? Why? I'm just as I always am. He talked to me like he did when we first met. I felt a tight squeezing pain in my chest. In any case, Misao-san, I have a special favor to ask of you. Special favor? I guess it can't be helped since we're not close, but the way he spoke to me felt distant. But I might reconcile with him if I can do what he's asked of me. Will you hear my favor? Could it be because of what happened last night? I can't put it into words, but I have a bad feeling about this. Well, what is it? Misao-san, there is nothing to be scared of. Okay then, I'll listen. I wonder if you could help one of our trainees lose his virginity, Misao-san. What? This will likely eliminate that feeling of dissatisfaction that you've been feeling. He's a young and beautiful guy. I think you'll get on well with him. Won't you think it over? With eyes that completely hid his feelings, Iroha put on a faint smile and asked me that. A shock entered my body, and my heart felt totally isolated from what my ears were hearing. Chapter 6. The Reason Why I Won't Hug You. Iroha-san's words pierced through my body and robbed me of my strength. Knowing that my voice would tremble, I then asked, why would you say something like that? Because it seemed like something that you wanted. I don't want that. I almost shouted that out. But because there were other gentlemen and clients around, I was able to control myself. I'm your wife for the night, Iroha-san, and you're my husband. That's something between a gentleman and his client. His words of rejection hit me like a slap in the face and made me choke up. I am a manager, and I don't want to harm your body, and that's why I won't sleep with you. Could it be? Is that the reason why you won't get more intimate with me? Just what was that happened yesterday? Please answer me. I can't let this go without any answers. Iroha-san. No matter what I said, Iroha-san wouldn't open his mouth. Unable to bear it any longer, my eyes welled up with tears. And yet, the tears brimming in my eyes would not spill out. I securely opened my eyes wide. You're not going to say anything, are you? There's no need for me to say anything. Perhaps because his tone was so cold. The pain was so agonizing, like my heart had been crushed. Until yesterday, we were so happy. Just where did the joyous times disappear to? Concerning the loss of his virginity, you don't need to do it soon. So will you consider it? Please. Iroha-san then turned around and started to walk away. The gentleman who heard all this swarmed toward me to replace Iroha-san. Oh, so you've been dumped, huh? You poor thing. Why don't I take you? No, I'm okay. His beautiful face quickly came near my face and made me retreat. When I did that, there was someone standing behind me. I bumped into him and rushed to turn around. Sorry, it's fine, but more than that, what about me? If you'd like, why don't I take care of you? You too, Takao? What are you talking about? You're the girl that the manager took exception to partner with, right? I'd also like to run for that position. The gentlemen were making advances toward me one after another. The sheer number of them frightened me. You're unqualified trash holding this asset manager to ride better guests' coattails. Huh? Kagura, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Kagura-san. I came to see what was happening. Kagura-san's gaze looked at me rudely. His gaze discouraged me. What are you all doing? Perhaps he caught wind of all the commotion. Iroha-san, who had previously left, now appeared. We were just discussing who would take this girl. You don't really mind, do you? Iroha-san looked at me from the corners of his eyes. No matter what I said, it was easy to anticipate what would happen after remembering what happened before. Excuse me. I didn't want to hear anything else from Iroha-san's mouth. I left Kikuya behind to escape. What should I do? I looked up at the sky and gathered my thoughts as I wandered about on foot. If I don't visit Kikuya, I won't be able to see Iroha-san. But if I see Iroha-san, he tells me that he took that trainee's virginity and I have to speak with him. What should I do? Hey, do you have a moment? Huh? Are you talking to me? Someone tried to talk to me and I turned around. 4 beautiful women dressed in expensive clothing were standing before me. May I help you? I called out to you because we do indeed need your help. Could you come with us for a bit? Each of my arms were grabbed. Huh? Stop! What are you doing? Keep calm and shut up. Even if I refused, I couldn't escape. And like that, I was then brought to Inari Shrine. As we came before the grounds, I was shoved and hit my hip hard on the ground. What the hell? What's your relationship with Iroha? What are you talking about? Are you all clients from Kikuya? That's right. What the hell was that commotion in the morning? He wouldn't even talk to us, but you get to talk to a top courtesan? And on top of that, you are asked to take someone's virginity? We don't like you, girl. Is this jealousy? I didn't want to be tasked with such a role. You impudent little girl. I felt like I was about to be shoved again, so I shut my eyes firmly. Then, stop this. What are you women doing? His voice, which was quiet but displayed his anger, rang throughout the grounds. No one said a word as he walked towards us on the gravel road, because the atmosphere emitted from Iroha-san was very, very scary. The manager of Kikuya asked you, what are you doing? Fighting is prohibited. I won't overlook this just because you're clients. He stared at us with a sharp gaze that felt cold to the core. The women's faces became pale as ghosts. But it's unfair. This girl hasn't even visited Kikuya that much, and she was asked to take someone's virginity? So what? I could hear the crunch of the gravel as he stepped on it. A sound that only seemed natural to hear was somehow invoking fear in all of us. So we tried to get her to refuse. After that, Iroha-san's eyes glimmered red like they did on that night. From in between the white hair that quickly spurted from his head, I could see horns. What is this? I know that I'm definitely not seeing this. He really is. Iroha-san exhaled slowly. Now, even that looked terrifying. You bring her to Inari Shrine to spew vile words at her. Is this what you women do? One of the women let out a blood-curdling scream. I'm the one who asked her to take someone's virginity. I had the shop and the gentleman of the night in mind. There is no reason for you all to be jealous of her. Sorry, we apologize. His crimson eyes emitted a flash of light and glared at them. Do you really think I'll let this pass with an apology? Iroha-san. Quiet, you. This is a rule of the red light district. Quarrels between customers are not to be forgiven. The perpetrators will be appropriately punished. When he turned his gaze on the women, they were shaking inside, and one of them were even crying. Punishment? What kind of punishment? This doesn't concern you. A bit of kindness came to his eyes. Perhaps he was trying to protect me from something that he didn't want me to know. Before I deal with these women, Misao-san, get up. The hand that I often thought I wanted to touch was outstretched before my eyes. I ignored his hand and asked, what is their punishment? I already told you that it doesn't concern you. It does. I'm involved in this, aren't I? Don't try to hide things from me. But as I said, this is a rule. Kikuya's honor is at stake. Still, just this once. Our glances intently intersected. Iroha-san and I fell silent. All the women around us apologized to me and Iroha-san. It was as if we couldn't hear them. That's how tense things were between us. You really are stubborn, Ari. You put Just this once I will make an exception. Kikuya. Perhaps because they heard his voice, women ran away like scared rabbits. Their only quick running away was to see a woman say something like that. You're supposed to be kind and gentlemen and really make an agreement with them. And yet you don't find them pretty when they turn their eyes to another man. What about me then? You recommended me to other men, and I'm now in a situation where I can't refuse. I'm trying to look at another man. Silent, Iroha-san looked down with sadness and embraced my body. Your lips again returned to normal. I don't understand what exactly makes this hurt you. It's difficult to do something like this under such a heavy atmosphere. Anyway, what a coincidence. You really saved me. I tried so hard to make my voice sound clear. Iroha-san's voice was low. It was because it looked like some of the clients left in the shop wanted to chase you. Oh, is that why? Though he started to smile, a brooding look remained on Iroha-san's face, probably due to the uncomfortable atmosphere. I had no idea what to say. This may sound like an apology, but please allow me to explain. Misao-san, I do not find you to be a despicable woman. You are the purest of the shop, and I thought you could give Kaguro a dream, if only for a moment. You were asking me to take Kaguro-san's virginity? The trainee was Kaguro-san? Yes, it would be truly noble to taste each other's inexperienced bodies. It's the ultimate dream for gentlemen with the clients. Are you saying that it's for my sake, too? Yes. Was it the same for you when you lost your virginity, Iroha-san? I made this decision specifically because I wasn't given this chance. What would make me happy is to give my first time to the person I liked. I spoke in a small voice so that only I could hear. Huh? Excuse me. I didn't want to see Iroha-san's face. I dusted myself off as I walked, and I passed along the gravel road up through the torii. Then I returned home. I never looked back once. After that, I worried myself sick. The next day, I visited Iroha-san once again. Have you thought about taking his virginity? In response to Iroha-san's question, I let out one large sigh. Then, yes, I'll do it. As much as my heart refused, this path was one that I was bound to take someday. Maybe it's better that I do it. Kaguro will be delighted. Well then, I'll make the preparations right away. What? Today? We should do it as early as possible. I understand. Misao-san, please smile in front of Kaguro. After that, Iroha-san made the arrangements and left. While I waited, my heart beat wildly. I felt somewhat cold. After a while, sorry to make you wait. Well then, allow me to show you to your room. Iroha-san had an artificial smile on his face. He directed his manager's smile at me. I accepted his smile and tried to hide the dissatisfaction that I had felt until days ago. My heart felt all dried up. Chapter 7. The Wife for the Night. Normally, this bathing area is only prepared for me. The bath was specially drawn for this purpose. It's fine, but sit here, please. I'm going to scrub your back. Iroha-san was behind me, throwing hot water into a bowl. Why are you here? I'm here to scrub your back. Is there something wrong with it? Even if you ask me if there's a problem, why are you being so cruel about this? I'm going to take a bath on my own, so please get out. It's not possible, because this is proof of my sincerity as a manager. There is no need to be embarrassed. That's not sincerity. It's way too embarrassing. When our opinions clash like this, we would both fall silent and stare at each other. And this time, too, I continued to stare into his eyes to convey my opinion. This time, the first to give was Iroha-san. I understand. Well then, I'll just watch over you from behind. Iroha-san then let out a single sigh and moved to the wall. You're going to watch? My voice cracked in response to his unanticipated entrance. I'm going to watch to make sure you're giving yourself a good wash. Well, time is of the essence, so please hurry. I'm not a child, so I can wash myself properly. That's what I meant to say. Naturally, I can never talk to him. Felt Iroha-san's fleeting gaze at me. While she pushed me to try my best to hide my body, I began to wash my body. As Iroha-san saw, the depths of my heart, probably because I was naked. Iroha-san's words got my feelings all. His words and actions made me very upset. I sleep with him tonight. Will I be able to see you if possible? I'll meet you, the manager of Kikuya. Will I always dream of it? I would hate them. I want to spend it's cold somebody. But suddenly, he grabbed my shoulder and around, and right next to me was Iroha-san. You crying? The ball of his finger wiped away my tears. His shapely lips, which were right next to me, formed words. Could you tell me what you're sad about? Could the slight hotness that I feel from his breath be because we're in a bathing area? Or could it be, as if just his finger wasn't enough, Iroha-san kissed my cheek? Does it make you scared to imagine that this will be your first time? No, that's not it. Iroha-san's kiss made the aching in my body greatly increase. I firmly grabbed his hands. I want to sleep with Iroha-san. Then, Iroha-san's appearance instantly changed. His white hair was almost see-through, and his eyes were like pools of blood. I have no idea why his appearance is changing now, but one possibility that I can think of is, could it be because he's mad? As I stared at him, Iroha-san's movement stopped. I was thinking that I also wanted to touch that pretty body of yours. I wanted you to touch me. And yet, Iroha-san, that's right, I refused. I'm the one who refused. You cannot be mine. Why? Because of the shop? Because of Kaguro? Because you're a manager? Many words came into my head, but none of them seemed to hit the mark. Iroha-san didn't attempt to say anything more than that. Iroha-san, can I sleep with him while I still have these feelings? You'll be fine. Let Kaguro take care of your heart and body. My body wanted Iroha-san this much, but he will make you into a woman. He was saying the name of another man. That felt so cruel to me and made me terribly sad. Can I do it without kissing him? What are you saying all of a sudden? I don't want to kiss him. Just kissing. I don't want to kiss anyone. Kissing is an important act. Please let him do that. I reluctantly shook my head, but Iroha-san wouldn't accept that. As Iroha-san gently smiled at me, I wondered what his true feelings were. Which form is his original form? Still having no idea about these things, the time for me to leave approached. After I calmed myself down, I got out of the bath and changed my clothing. Why am I wearing a kimono? He had me wear a beautiful kimono, something that I may never experience in my life. Because it's easy to take off, and may also make you feel more free, miss. In contrast to this bright and flashy kimono, my feelings were only dark. Girls like beautiful kimonos, don't they? Well, they certainly do like them, but Kaguro chose it, so he could undress me himself. Hearing that seized me with an impulse to take it off and throw it away. Prepare yourself. His words were said coldly. I felt like I was about to cry again, but I gritted my teeth tightly. As you say, Iroha-san. Iroha-san nodded once and then stopped. Here's where you should go on your own, Misao-san. I could see someone from the sliding door at the end of the hall. Perhaps Kaguro-san was waiting for me. Iroha-san, Before I slept with him, I had something that I wanted to say. But pressing his index finger on my lips, Iroha-san prevented me from speaking. Forget about me. Before I knew it, I had slapped Iroha-san's cheek. Thinking of the mess I have made of your heart, this pain is fitting. If you want to slap me, then go ahead and do so. Up until the end, I've never been able to understand your feelings, Iroha-san. Because I'm called the Ogre Manager. I do whatever I can for Kikuya and our customers. I make thoughts into actions. No matter what sacrifices must be taken. If I'm among those sacrifices, that's fine. That's all I hoped for. I started walking towards the room where Kaguro-san waited. When I entered the room, Kaguro-san glanced at me and then averted his eyes. What? No, thank you for this kimono. What are you talking about? I heard that you chose this for me, Kaguro-san. Why? Why? Even if you ask me that, I don't know the answer to that. I stared at Kaguro-san's eyes. I stared at him, he stared at me intensely with an aggressive look in his eyes. Did he really have no idea about the kimono? If so, then this kimono is... Kaguro-san came near me with a scowl on his face. Then he pulled me to push me onto the bed. And he looked down on me with a very strong look in his eyes. My body became stiff with anxiety. You don't think that it's rubbish? What is? Everything. Why do I have to be pushed into this now? It doesn't make sense. I accepted it because Iroha-san told me so. But to be honest, I don't agree with this. While Kagura-san complained nonstop, he ran his fingers across my cheek, gently caressing it. No. My body responded by shuddering, but something was different. No, it's not the same. It's not like Iroha-san. Of course, because I'm Kagura. Don't tell me that you really do like Iroha-san. Yes, I do like him. I answered his question without a thought. Jeez, what a girl they pushed on me. Please, don't forget that today you are my wife for the night. I know that. There's nothing wrong with Kagura-san. Layer by layer, he removed the kimono that Iroha-san likely prepared for me. That annoyed face you're making just won't do. I heard the rustle of my obi, and then my body was freed from its painful constriction. And yet, my heart ached. I'm sorry. You didn't do anything wrong, but his thin fingers, like those of an adult, softly touched my bosom. My body strongly rejected this pain, and then tears began to well up. Stop it. I was taught that pinning down an unwilling girl is Stop this, please. Kagura-san's kiss from my neck, continued to my chest. Iroha-san, that's Iroha-san. I was supposed to be ready for this. Why? Why do I feel this sad about Iroha-san? Why is this so painful? Why? I called the name of that new person, and after that, I heard the sound of the room's sliding door being abruptly opened. Kagura-san sounded one hit like out ahead. Wait, Kagura. Kagura-san relinquished his position and Iroha-san tried just running. His familiar black watch crystals looked I jumped approached it. What a choice. For the facts, he said that and hugged me. That was all I needed. That was enough. I think it would be better if you guys talked to each other right now. You're right. I apologize for troubling you. With myself being held by Iroha-san, we left Kagura-san. I tidied up my kimono and we sat on our knees facing each other. You're mad, aren't you? I'm sorry to have caused you trouble. No, it's fine. But you won't look at me. It's not because I'm mad at you. I hate myself for doing something that exceeds the scope of my job. No, don't say that. But I was happy. I also acted on what my heart told me to do, and I do not regret that. I did something regrettable to you, Misao-san. I'm the one that accepted, so I should be apologizing. You didn't do anything bad. You're fine. Before I could try to say anything, Iroha-san extended his arms and embraced me. And while still embracing me, the both of us collapsed into the bed and lay down. You're stubborn. So at this rate, we'll stare at each other as usual. You must be worn out after today. I'm going to hold you the whole time, so please sleep. Yes. As I was held in Iroha-san's arms, my body began to burn and cry with joy. Chapter 8. If you don't come, I miss you. It's been a few days since I was asked to take Kagura's virginity. I looked up into the sky and thought about Iroha. I caused trouble for Iroha. So it's not so easy for me to have the courage to show up at Kikuya. I just keep thinking about him like this every day. I wonder how Iroha-san is doing. Maybe he misses me, just a little bit. I want to see him, but I don't know how I should react when I see him. I have absolutely no idea. Misao, you have a guest. I could hear my mother calling me from outside of the room. A guest? Who could it be? Lately I've been making a lot of mistakes when I help out at work. So I was suspended from work and stayed in my room all day. I wasn't expecting any guests. I'm coming now. Wait a minute. That won't be necessary. The voice I heard from outside my room stopped me in my tracks. The door opened with a bang, and Iroha-san appeared. Well, why are you here? And what are you wearing? I came after hearing that there was a girl of age at the shipping agent shop. It would be conspicuous if I should look as I did when walking around outside of Yoshiwara. I always wear something like this when I go out. I see. Huh? Is there something wrong? From your explanation just now, it sounded like you were looking for me, but could it be? I shouldn't expect something like that. But, of course I was. Why wouldn't I be looking for you? Why? You stopped showing up after that incident. So I was looking for you. I thought you must be the daughter of the trader, Genamon-san. I thought it was a bit difficult to find you. Why won't you come to the shop? Because Iroha came right at once. Because it's you. I think I have a general idea of why you won't come. You thought you caused trouble for me, and you're so stubborn that you won't come, right? Huh? From the look on your face, it would appear that I'm right on the mark. Yes. Well then, dispose of that stubbornness of yours. But I want you to come to the shop. What did you say just now? Even if it is me, if you don't come to the shop, I miss you. Huh? What did you say just now? I couldn't believe my ears, so I asked him again. I said that I miss you, because I haven't seen your face for a long time. Really? Yes. You're not just trying to pull me into the shop? For what reason would I need to do that? I'm glad to see you, and I'm particularly happy to see that you're doing well. Iroha-san's eyes relaxed, gently relaxed. That made me happy. Then, I felt somehow disappointed. I don't feel well. I'm being stubborn again. Oh? Well then, how do you feel? I'm not going to tell you. Well, won't you come to Kikuya again and talk about this and that? Will you talk to me about it? Of course I can't win against Iroha-san. I could never win, because I love him so much. Before I knew it, I had nodded. Yes, I'll come. But I'm never going to accept your offer of taking his virginity. Are you sure? Yes. You really are troublesome. Iroha crossed his arms and cocked his head to one side and looked like he didn't know what to do. But if you are late to be deflowered, then it would bring shame to Kikuya. It has also been difficult for Kikuya to generate profit. I felt a stabbing pain in my chest. If money's the issue, just as I was about to say, then I have it, Iroha-san brought his face in close to mine. Now, we should enjoy our time together like this a little more. We'll ignore this drab conversation. He narrowed his seductive eyes and stared at me. Yes. He caressed my lips with his white fingers and smiled at me. I realized this was the signal that he would kiss me. I softly closed my eyes, and we kissed each other deeply. If we stay in my house, it's likely that my mother will get suspicious, so I decided to leave my house to see him off. Huh? Where are you going to, Iroha-san? The red light district is the opposite way. I thought that I'd take the opportunity to walk outside with you a little more. If you have something you need to do, I'll go straight back to Kikuya. No, of course not. I don't have anything to do. Well then, shall we go? Iroha held my hand and we started to walk among the crowd of people. This place is filled with a vibrancy that's different from the red light district. This is what they call exciting, right? This is the first time I've seen you with a face like that, Iroha-san. I guess it is. I also felt bewildered by the fast pace of my heartbeat just now. You don't go out normally? I do go out for meetings often, but I don't wander around freely. What's this? What happened? I found something I want. Can you wait for me a bit? Okay. I saw him off from behind and turned my glance to the front of the store. It appears that they sell ornaments and everything they have is so beautiful. Oh. My eyes fell upon an ornamental hairpin adorned with a red glass bead. How beautiful. It would look good on Iroha-san. I imagined him in that white form that he would sometimes show me. That ornamental hairpin placed into his white hair. Just thinking of it left me captivated. I can buy it at this price. I so wanted to give it to Iroha-san. I quickly took the ornamental hairpin into my hand. I was able to purchase it before Iroha-san returned. Did something good happen to you? You look happy for some reason. It's a secret. My expression turned into a smile as I looked forward to his expression when I gave it to him. Then, time to say goodbye to Iroha-san came. He's come far enough to see me off. When will you come next? I'll go tonight. Is that okay? Of course. I'll be waiting for you. Reluctant to part from him, I turned to him and then started to go back home. There was something in my I can't hide anymore. I want to tell you something. Is it okay for you to spend time with me like this today? In response to his serious expression, I nodded and then replied, what do you want to tell me? In the Inari Shrine, at twilight, I think Iroha needs to go to the shop soon. He faced me with a serious look on his face. Something I've wanted to know about for a long time. About me turning white. Can you tell me about it? Yes. I think that I may turn white sometimes in the future as well. I wonder what truth he will tell me. Unable to anticipate what it will be, the pace of my heartbeat quickened. I was born from a human being and an ogre. What? Normally I look like a human, but when I get emotional, I turn into an ogre. Emotional? Like when you got angry here? Iroha-san was instantly taken aback, and after opening his eyes widely, looked away from me. Yes, that's right. And also, desire. What? I know that he said it quietly, but I couldn't hear it very well. The most emotional thing for me is sexual desire. So, sometimes you would turn white in Kikuya. That was why? I just couldn't hold it in anymore, and in the end, I exposed myself as an ogre. If you have more time to visit Kikuya and speak with me from now on, you will probably also have more chances to stay alive. That is scary for you. I think it's better for you to choose another do you make fireballs? Fireballs? No, I can't do that. I really didn't expect to be asked something like that. Everyone who comes close to me without knowing that I was an ogre usually runs in fear of me. So I want you to be honest with it. Please. But I still don't really know what an ogre actually is. I see. I guess if you live a normal life, you would never have met an ogre. I've never met an ogre other than myself. Not even one? Yes, not one. So I think a great deal of Kikuya for allowing me to stay. This is the only place for someone like me who has nowhere else to go. So that's why you're still working in the red light district? Iroha-san nodded with downcast eyes. If he's happy, he's satisfied with Kikuya, then why is he making a face like this? As this thought came into my head, I instinctively grabbed his hand. I'll always be with you, Iroha-san. But Iroha-san only smiled at me, ever so gently. Hearing those words of yours is enough for me. Thank you. He neither denied nor accepted my words. I know he doesn't believe me. Misao-san. As I was about to say something, Iroha-san gave me a peck with his lips. I closed my eyes and thought that there was nothing that I could do at the moment. But I wonder what kind of face is Iroha-san making now. I wondered. I couldn't help but wonder. So I opened my eyes slowly, and awkwardly my glance bumped into his. I then rushed to close my eyes, but his passionate eyes that were facing me, his intensely luscious eyes, were burned into my mind. It made me want him more and more. I went into Kikuya with Iroha-san before the shop opened. Things looked pretty busy at this time. I'm going to change my clothes. Please picture me here. He nodded obediently and moved to the corner as the knock came. Hesitating, she fought out of place, voice rang out. Petra means father. Since having affairs with the women of this island, the gentlemen of the night can be fathers. But this is the red light district. There shouldn't be any children. Hey, Sama, I've been waiting for you for a long time. My name is Kikuya. When I said it was a woman who was attacked, the woman within was an unyielding smile of the just a little bit of this. The ornamental hairpin. What's in my ears just picked up? Worried and confused, I looked at Iroha-san for help. Misao-san, there's nothing for you to worry about. Did he say that to cast me aside? Or was he telling me to not worry? Iroha smiled at me and pushed my back side. He was telling me that I should leave this place and not worry about the woman. Iroha, wait! It's nothing for you. I'm afraid that I have nothing to say to you. You leave? Please, Iroha. Can we spend time together as a family, just for today? The lady comes close to Iroha-san and snapped their body next to his own. And the lady directed a frosty glare at me. I've heard of you. Iroha-san made an exception to take care of you, right? But can't you hand him over for today? It's fine, isn't it? But are you talking to me? But you give my child time to spend with his father, okay? Not knowing what to do with all this, Iroha-san pushed her away. Clients should not make their own deals amongst themselves. As manager, I'm the one in charge. Shop clerk, a customer is leaving now. Please see her off. Iroha! With great ease, Iroha-san escaped the grasp of the woman who tried to grab his clothing. Well, Miso-san, shall we go? Iroha-san pulled on my arm as if nothing had happened. Is it okay to leave her? Yes, it's no problem, because I have absolutely nothing to talk about. But I was still worried, and I looked back. When I did, she was glaring at me like an enraged ogre. I wonder if she's thinking that I stole her husband. Somehow, I can understand that woman's feelings. It makes me feel sorry for her. Understanding something in your head and being faced with reality weigh on one's feelings in totally different ways. The place that I was brought to was Iroha-san's room. He went back to the room where everyone is waiting for him to leave the shop. that he wouldn't have a child, but I worried endlessly while holding my niece in my chest. Perhaps all women that come here come to experience this painful feeling. As I let out a large sigh, I heard the door open. Sorry to keep you waiting. What are you doing all scrunched up? Iroha-san laughed at me a little with a voice that rang clear as a bell. You're so mean. How could you say something like that, even when you know what I'm thinking? I'm sorry. To be honest, I don't really know how to make you feel better. I wasn't really planning to give you this right now, but won't you accept this? With a small package in hand, Iroha-san turned to me and thanked me. Why? You didn't do anything wrong. Even if she didn't come here, I would have wanted you to have this. I bought this for you during the day. So won't you accept it? You bought it then? Well, I took the ornamental hairpin out of my chest and gave it to Iroha. Is this for me? It's not a tribute or anything. I think it would really look good on you. Well. So it's an exchange then. I nodded and accepted Iroha-san's package. Can I open it? Yes. I was so excited as I untied the small package. And when I opened the package, it was a white transparent thing. When I tried it open, it looked like there were two strips that could be hung on one shoulder. Two see-through cover one's body, and its length only goes to my thigh. Is this? It's sleepwear from a foreign country, something called a negligee. I heard that it's comfortable to sleep in, and I thought that it would look good on you. This is sleepwear? Honestly, I was so surprised. But Iroha-san went through the trouble of getting me this. Could you try it on for me? This sleepwear is so transparent. I felt my cheeks burning from shame, but I couldn't resist Iroha-san's eyes that were full of expectation. I held the negligee to my chest and moved to a different room to change. I somehow managed to wear it, but it wasn't more transparent than at first view. Don't stay in the corner. Let me have a good look. But even if you say so, this really is embarrassing. You really think people who live overseas wear this kind of thing? They do. Why it came here? The wizard smile came across his face, and just as soon as he came in front of me, he softly picked me up and carried me to the center of the room. I walk by myself, so please let me down. If I wait for you to start moving, tomorrow morning will come. It really does look good on you. It brings pleasure to my eyes that I can see through to your white skin. Iroha-san's words made me feel embarrassed, and my body went still. Iroha-san was at a loss for words. Wondering what happened, I brought my face in. Perhaps I made a mistake to make you wait. Iroha-san, your appearance. I can't help it, can I? You are almost naked in my arms sometimes, no? It was my mistake to hold you. So, you're thinking of me as a woman? Is that what this means? I can't believe that Iroha-san feels that way. Without a thought, my heart went wild. If it was going to come to this, I shouldn't have explained it to you. He looked embarrassed and a bitter smile came across my face. You can't hide anything, can you? That's right, but you're not even an ogre and you can't hide anything, can you? Iroha-san slowly distanced himself from me. Reluctant to part from him, I spoke as if to pull him back. May I put the ornamental hairpin in your hair? It will surely look good with your current appearance. Okay, go ahead. How long has it been since I last dressed up? Dressing up isn't such a big thing, but I'm still really excited to do this. I sometimes thought that I'd like to see what you looked like when you dressed up beautifully like you used to long ago, Iroha-san. So maybe I can get some idea of what it was like from this. As I said that, I softly placed the ornamental hairpin into his white hair. Well done. The red looks better than expected. How is it? One single ornamental hairpin. I didn't expect that he could look this gorgeous and beautiful. You look very beautiful. If there were some other words to express his beauty, and I knew these words, I would probably use many of those words. Iroha-san, please have a look yourself. When I tried to move to show him in a mirror, he quickly put his arms around my waist. It's not interesting for me to look at myself, because more than anything, I want to see your captivating face. I feel embarrassed. I said that while trying to suppress the feeling of tightness that began to feel in my chest. Iroha gave a subtle smile and then kissed me in such a way that his lips came to mine. soon as I felt that it would get more passionate, he quickly separated from me. Iroha-san. I looked up and stared at Iroha-san's face. When I did, he suddenly turned away from me and smiled in a self-deprecating manner. Everything seems to backfire in front of you. It's so irritating. Huh? He's ghosted. If we play around too much, a scary ogre might come and attack you. Oh, no! Well, you should change your clothes. As if he was trying to persuade my feelings, Iroha-san turned his back to me and urged me to change my clothes. With no other choice, I followed his orders. The next morning, as I talked to Iroha and headed towards the entrance, there was the woman who visited the shop. That woman. I suddenly became worried. Please come home safely today. I took Iroha-san's hand and tangled my fingers in between his. I made a promise with him firmly inside my heart. I wished that he would only love me. Well, if it's a request from a client, I guess I have no choice. Just me. My ears picked up the voices of the boss of the red light district and the customer in conversation. So you'll let me spend time with Iroha tonight, right? Yes, I will speak to Iroha about that. She is an old customer of mine. When I saw the suffering on his face, I could tell that Iroha-san was also in a tough situation. But if the boss of the red light district asks me, I cannot refuse. But Iroha-san, there is a part of me that feels that I can't forgive him. How painful. I wish that the world would just end, right here and now. If so, then everything would stop the way it was before, when it was just Iroha-san and me. Before I could lose my head, I ran away from that place. Misao-san! Behind me, I could hear Iroha-san's voice calling out to stop me. I confined myself to my room and desperately tried to calm myself down. If I see him now, I would probably end up taking an unsavory attitude with him. Just then, there was someone calling me from outside of my room. Misao-san? My body shuddered. There's no mistake about it. This voice is... Come again. Iroha-san! May I come in? With his soft voice, Iroha-san opened the sliding door to my room. I couldn't stop worrying about you since you left like that. In front of me was Iroha-san, smiling with a distressed look on his face. As soon as I saw him, his mouth was thinking, Please, run away with me. Misao-san? I clung to Iroha-san and looked up at his face in a begging manner. I can't stand the idea of you spending time with another woman. So you're asking me to run away? It's impossible. He didn't take it at all seriously and laughed out loud. That means you're going to sleep with her, right? Why can't you do that with her, but not with me? It's too cruel. I collapsed onto my knees right there. Iroha-san held my body tightly. I don't want him to be kind like this. Tears swelled up in my eyes along with frustration and sadness. Misao-san, you said that you're just a manager. You said that you don't take clients anymore. Chapter 10. The Ogre Is. I'm not a good man. Iroha-san held in his hands my cheeks that were wet with tears, and then he looked down into my eyes with sadness. The expression on his face made my heart ache, causing my tears to flow out in excess. Me too. I'm sorry. In my heart, I understand that this is your job, but... Iroha-san traced the flow of my tears with his fingertips, and he softly kissed me where he had traced. The fact is that I am hurting you. For that, I should not be forgiven. It's not true. His lips slowly moved upwards and pressed gently against my eyelid. And then his tongue slowly crawled to my eyelid. I realized just how much I adore his lips. I can't forgive myself. Iroha-san. His eyes were sad and gentle. Could this be an ogre? Is he really an ogre? Could an ogre be a creature so tender-hearted as this? Whatever it is, it doesn't change the fact that Iroha-san is who he is. That he is the person that I want so much. Is also another fact that won't change. But would you mind listening to my story? I'd like to tell you what happened after you left. While holding me tightly, Iroha rubbed my back to calm me, all the while telling his story in a gentle voice. She had an affair with another gentleman of the night without the consent of the shop or myself. What? In Yoshiwara, things like that are forbidden. And yet, for her to show up like nothing had happened, just when I thought that I had to talk to everyone, she got up and left. But how is that so clear? I have the blood of an ogre in me. I have no desire to have a child that will be put through the things I went through. That's why I wouldn't do something like that. It is extremely difficult to believe that a woman holds my child. No, it's impossible. fact that she had that child is the evidence that she had affairs with someone other than me. It seemed that I could catch glimpses of Iroha-san's difficult past from the words that he spoke. At the same time, I also understood that I wouldn't be able to have his baby. That's why you won't sleep with me? Yes. With a look on Iroha-san's face that I had never seen before, he tightly bit his lips in frustration. Then all of a sudden, he passionately laid his lips upon mine. His kiss was forcefully thrust upon me as if it was his first time. Ever so sweetly and deeply, he assaulted my lips. We kissed over and over, devouring each other. And then his accidentally invaded my mouth. At first sight, everyone is pleased by my appearance. He continued to hold me tight and kiss me like he was devouring me. They would say it like my inner happiness didn't matter. His lips gently left mine. As Iroha-san stared at me, and I could see a glance of something that was close to resignation, everyone said the same thing in the beginning, but before long, those feelings would change. They would want to have children and would want me to make them feel more satisfied. That's what they would all say. Despite the fact I'm a gentleman of the night, I couldn't give them what I should be giving. But I'm not like that, because I've held on up until now. So, do you think you can keep holding in the future? That's not my intention. I want you to be happy. That's what I hope for. But, then why did you accept her story? Because I needed to investigate the other gentleman that she slept with. But to relieve your worries, I plan to take action as soon as today. What do you plan on doing? Iroha-san narrowed his eyes and smiled coldly. As soon as I saw that, I felt worried. If you come, you'll see, alright? Won't you please come? It was the first time that he emphasized something like this. When I visited Kikuya as told, there were many gentlemen at the entrance. They were all watching with serious expressions on their faces. I wonder what's going on. Iroha, I rushed over here since you said you would take care of me. She spoke in a joy-filled voice to break the tense atmosphere. When she did, it only served to make the gentleman's face more tense and severe. Bring him here. Iroha? What's with this atmosphere? And why are all these gentlemen here? The woman's words were quickly ignored. Obeying Iroha-san's instructions, an attendant appeared, and the person that appeared with him was... What? A gentleman of the night. He was a beautiful man with impressive almond-shaped eyes. Do you recognize this gentleman? No, I don't. It's meaningless to lie, since there are so many ways to make you tell the truth. The woman's face instantly turned pale. Then, she collapsed on the floor and began apologizing. She briefly looked at Iroha-san with a pleading look and then pushed her head to apologize. I'm sorry, I just wanted a baby so much. Forgive me. We would normally follow our rules, but some time has already passed since this all began. So why don't we settle this by saying that you are forbidden from ever entering Yoshiwara again? And this will be communicated to all the shops in Yoshiwara. Iroha, I'm sorry. Iroha, I have no interest in you. It's the same now as it was then. Nothing has changed. The woman was then carried by some attendants and kicked out of Kikuya, and from Yoshiwara as well. Why is it that the gentleman's expressions still remain tense? As for the gentleman that was brought out, his lips had become blue and he was trembling in fear. Well, we'll be welcoming guests after this, so everyone get yourselves ready. And you, all right there. Without looking at him at all, he spoke to that pale gentleman of the night. Yes? Have you prepared yourself? I'll deal with you later. The gentleman that he spoke to hung his head down deeply. I pulled Iroha's sleeve and asked him a question in a small voice. Iroha, how will you deal with him? When he turned around, I saw that he had put a feigned smile on his face. It wasn't my child, right? Yes. A room has been prepared today, so shall we head there? I noticed that he dodged my question. I kept quiet as I was led to that place. I wonder why was that gentleman so frightened? How exactly is he going to be dealt with? Even after I was shown into the room, I couldn't stop worrying about that. Misao-san, are you still suspicious? No, I'm not, but was the reason that he didn't answer my question earlier because he didn't want to answer? Could that be it? Is that why he tried to change the topic? I directed a smile at Iroha-san. I just felt relieved. Oh, really? Well then, that's good. As soon as he said that, he held my whole body tight, and then he loosened the strength in his arms. Then his hands and face slowly came close to me. Without thinking, I pushed his lips back with my hand. I understand why you won't sleep with me, but do you mind closing your eyes when we kiss? I slowly took my hand away from Iroha-san's lips and stared at him. You noticed? Just recently, yeah. But when I think back on it, your eyes were always open. It's not like I was trying to hide it. I thought that eventually I won't be able to satisfy you anymore and you would leave me. When I thought about that, I just couldn't help but stare at you. Why was he thinking of something so sad? I held both of Iroha-san's hands tightly. I won't leave you. How could I ever disappear from someone that I cherish so much? That was from my heart. Yet Iroha-san smiled with sorrow. Iroha-san, it's true. Well, when I've made up my mind, will you allow me to sleep with you? Yes, of course. I'll be waiting. I'll always be waiting. Misao-san, thank you so much. It's like a dream. I want to keep this promise in some physical form. I put my arms around Iroha-san's neck and held his body tightly. From my arms or from my body, if only there was a way that I could express how happy I am. I would be so happy. Perhaps because he felt the same way, he gently stroked my hair with his hand. When an agreement is made, in Yoshiwara it is common to give a part of your own body. Part of your body? That made me shudder. What does he mean by part of your body? Don't worry, it won't hurt. He softly smiled at me. It appeared to be fairly different from what I imagined. May I have a little bit of your hair? Hair? Yes. Shall we trade? Yes, of course. Please wait, I'll prepare. Iroha-san brought a small knife from the bag. In a place like this, even something like that is beautiful. Iroha-san cut my hair, and in return I received some of Iroha-san's hair. I neatly wrapped his shiny black hair in rice paper and put it away in my chest pocket. Late that night, when I woke up, I couldn't find the person who was supposed to be right next to me. When I put out my hand, the bed had already gone cold. I got out of bed and stepped out into the hallway for no particular reason. Then, among the silence of Kikuya, I could hear something being hit strongly. What's this sound? Curious, I walked forward. Then, Iroha-san was standing under the moonlight. It is the duty of the gentleman of the night to follow the rules of Yoshiwara. That is what we should have been taught, is it not? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It won't happen again. Iroha's? A large adult is crying. That scene was so bizarre that I whispered his name without even knowing it. Misao-san? Why are you here? Why are you here, Iroha-san? Why is this happening? I wanted to ask him that, but I couldn't finish my sentence. He was holding a bamboo sword in his hand. He must have been hitting his back with it. This is my job as a manager. To make their bodies remember their own sins. To make an example for the other gentlemen. No. I couldn't hide my unease and took a step back. Next to Iroha-san, the gentleman was tied up and begging for forgiveness. Iroha-san once again glanced at the gentleman, and then, let's go back to the room. I nervously held the hand that he extended to me. My mind was filled with the pale face of those gentlemen. They were all scared of this. Chapter 11. Tokiwa's Conspiracy. Last night I saw Iroha-san punishing someone. If I could, I would never have seen it. But this is both the rule and the reality of Yoshiwara. The job of Iroha-san, the manager. I should understand. Why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to leave me with such puzzling thoughts? I kept this unspeakable experience in my heart. The next day, I left the shop. Did something happen with Iroha-san? Tokiwa-san! At the time, I was hurrying home while lost in my own thoughts. Tokiwa-san suddenly appeared from the side of the road with a big smile on his face. Were you waiting to ambush me? Maybe. I have a favor to ask you. Will you hear me out? You're quite the tough girl. There was something behind Iroha-san's expression, so I was a little defensive. Come on, just hear me out a bit. You probably knew that I was being retrained, right? Yes. I think that I have had plenty of training already. But the careful tone Tokiwa-san started to get to the point of the conversation. You know, I only want to come back to being the top courtesan. The manager, Iroha-san, has the right to take me. So, are you saying that you want me to ask him? There's no way he would listen to something like this. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Just think. I know that Iroha would refuse. But couldn't you say to Iroha that you would like to spend time with me? Huh? That's even more impossible. I absolutely don't want anyone else except Iroha-san. Oh, I hear that loud and clear. But still, you can't refuse my offer, can you? What do you mean? Tokiwa-san brought his face straight in next to mine, and I took one step back. Iroha used his position as a manager to commit a crime. What? It's strange that you came in and out of Kikuya, yet he didn't take any money from you. That's because we didn't do anything. Iroha-san didn't really do anything bad. Don't you understand that it was wrong right from the start? He says that he's not a gentleman of the night. He's doing a half-assed job at partnering up with you while not taking any clients. What are you trying to say? It's a little too late to think about this, but maybe it was okay because of Iroha-san's position. He glared at Tokiwa-san, who had a facetious smile on his face. You saw it, right? The scene of Iroha beating someone? The same thing happened to Iroha-san. Is that what you're trying to say? He's the manager who runs Kikuya, so perhaps I was given special treatment. But if he told one managing Yoshiwara or the shrine master, they would take action. That's what was insinuated. Depending on my answer, he might visit the boss of the red light district. Is that what he says? Yes, so you understand quite well. Good job. You're the only one who can save Iroha, you know. That made me feel frustrated and upset. How cowardly. I glared at Tokiwa-san. Oh, so scary. You're gonna mess up your good looks. As he was playing around, I glared at him even more. Tokiwa-san quickly wiped a smile off his face. I'm scary? Do you think I'm terrible? In Yoshiwara, it's eat or be eaten. Gentlemen who take advantage of the manager get top customers. Some people exchange money for that. Everyone does stuff like that. Tokiwa-san quickly lifted my chin. Iroha-san did it too. He grinned at me, and then left like that. Everyone? That left a bad feeling in my heart. A few days before Tokiwa-san approached me with that conversation, I had to do something. But there's no way that I could think of some ingenious plan. Alright. When you're finished cleaning up, can you carry this parcel? Okay, alright, I'll take care of it. I carried the parcel and then headed towards the place that was written on the order form. Then, I found a face that I knew among the crowds. Iroha-san. Maybe because he heard my voice, he stopped and turned around. Misao-san. I can't believe that I'm seeing you. It had truly been a long time since we had met. And this person, who hadn't changed a bit, made my heart go absolutely wild. Why are you here today? I'm on my way back from a meeting. Iroha-san answered and then took a brief pause. Since you stopped coming for a few days, I've been thinking about it every day. His white, thin fingers softly touched my cheek. I thought about how great it was to interact with Iroha-san like this. Honestly made me happy. As evidence of that, my cheeks had become very. What I did it worry you? His worried eyes questioned me. Those eyes of his were heated to the point of sadness. Isn't it painful? It is not painful. It is all necessary to raise the name of Kikuya. I quickly averted my eyes from Iroha-san. What he was trying to say broke my heart. I want him so much, even now. I want this person in front of me so much. You don't have to lie. I could feel Iroha-san's gaze piercing through me from within. I held on and encouraged my trembling lips to open and speak. I've thought a lot about it. I want to end my relationship with the manager, Iroha-san. I think I want to spend time with Tokiwa-san, a normal gentleman of the night. No, I want to spend time with Tokiwa-san. In the end, I spoke in a small voice. Why? Why do we have to hurt each other? Why? How could it be? What about our promise? Didn't you say that you would wait? Certainly. He must have a terribly hurt look on his face. I really can't look at his face like that. Iroha-san, I couldn't believe that you would do such terrible things. There was no way that I could accept someone like you. There was no way that I could accept someone like you who beats people, Iroha-san. So I thought that I would ask for Tokiwa-san. Tokiwa is being retrained, so it's impossible. Iroha-san, you're the person that leads the show, right? Isn't it up to you? So, the decision is final? As I looked straight down at the ground, he pulled on my chin a little. Misao, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm being called, so please excuse me. After I visited Kikuya, Iroha-san silently showed me to my room, and before I could wait for long, the gorgeously dressed gentleman of the night, Tokiwa-san, appeared. Greetings! Were you waiting for me? I'm fine. Your face seems to be saying that it would be better if I didn't come. Oh, I know. This is for Iroha, right? While biting my lip, I nodded to Tokiwa-san's words. Yes, atta girl. I wonder if you'd be going for me, if not for Iroha? I likable. You should try and look at me the way you look at Iroha, since it would bring you more pleasure if you were a little nicer to me. This was nice. You're not interested in me in those things. Well, let's go, cutie. Seeing my face, Kikuya grinned. He softly put his arm around my back and very gently perched. The Japanese polka that was wrapped around the hair I received from Iroha-san. I softly touched this with my fingers and decided not to run away. As soon as we entered the room, Tokiwa-san pushed me down. I have to make you mine right now, because you're a very dangerous lady. He said it in such a light tone, but his face and body were that of a man. It's not like that at all. I mustered up all my courage to look up at Tokiwa-san. But I have started to feel a little bad for you. Oh well, if it's in mutual interest, then there's no problem. Tokiwa-san's gravity tickled my nostrils. This entire room smells really scary, but that smell is not entirely unpleasant. And yet, my body became stiff. And then, I could hear a rowdy voice coming from the hallway. This voice, Iroha's? In the next moment after, I thinking that thought, the owner of that voice pushed into the room with enough force to break the door. Then he grabbed the shoulder of Tokiwa-san, who was on top of me. Get off of her this instant, Tokiwa. She's not yours to touch. Iroha? I can't understand what's happening. Anyway, my heart strangely went wild. Then, before I knew it, Iroha-san was changing. His emotions were sufficiently charged. Tokiwa, you tried to get in between Misao-san and me, and for that you will be punished. Don't be so reckless. Is Kakuro-san good and Tokiwa-san bad? I'll determine that now. A shade of madness came across his eyes that were fixed on me. The attendants who had stopped also wouldn't approach us. This is surprising. Yes, surprising. Everyone there was dumbfounded. Because of his white hair and red ogre eyes, and probably because of that atmosphere of rage. Everyone, get out. His low, growling, and terrified voice echoed out. I said, everyone, get out. Oh, terrified. Everyone gathered there ran out to escape. Tokiwa-san also left the room while scratching his head. Tokiwa-san, sorry! I had no idea what's going on. But if I didn't stop Iroha-san here, Tokiwa-san would get beaten. You dare call the name of that man with the same mouth that made a promise with me? Iroha-san, that's not it. Calm down a little. I am calm. The more that I try to calm down, the more that my heart becomes dry and painful. Those red eyes emitted a light that was venomous with pain. It was like everything happening now was a cry for my help. Why did you choose that man? No, I didn't choose him. The person that I care about has only ever been you, Iroha-san. Then why did you do such a thing? Because I like you. I have absolutely no idea what you mean. As he said that, Iroha-san embraced me. The strength of his arms, his aggressiveness and roughness, and my heart went wild. Please believe me. You are the only one I want to see, Iroha-san. Only you. While embracing his arms, I neatly formed the words to express this feeling of mine. Misao-san, I love you so much, Misao. As soon as he said that, Iroha-san let go of my body and looked at me. He said, beautiful eyes. He has. I just can't take it anymore. May I fulfill our promise right here and now? Promise? He didn't have to say anything for me to know what he was indicating. I didn't expect that this day would ever come. The more that I thought preciously of you, the more that I couldn't lay a hand on you. Iroha-san's fingers slipped in from the gap in my clothing. The hot palm of his hand touched me, and I instantly felt a comfort that made my body burn. How embarrassing. I was so nervous that my body became stiff, yet, if his fingers touched my bare skin, my body would respond whether I wanted to or not. Are you scared? No, I'm just really embarrassed. My body reacted on its own. I see. What an adorable reaction. To feel such love from his fingers that touched me so gently felt strange. Until recently, the aroma of this room, it felt very syrupy sweet. It made me feel so happy, and I felt that it was a wonderful aroma. This combined with Iroha-san's aroma. Do my fingers make you feel good? Yes. Do you like my fingers? Yes. You like it? I like it. That's right, you've said it well. I was guided to further increase my sense of shame. How much more lewd could we get? Only my fingers? What about a kiss? How about it? Misao-san? I like it. Well then, as a reward, I'll give you a kiss. And the kiss that he laid on me made me want to have him take my everything. You are the first that I've wanted it so much. To find dear, this is what it must mean. But, Iroha-san, that's everything you've taught me, right? Yes, that's right. Your first time will be mine, Miso. Is that okay? Yes. The joy of that made a single tear run down my cheek. This beautiful person in front of me. Now I love and am loved. I want to carve myself into your body. Before I knew it, my bare skin was exposed. Iroha-san's fingers crawled up my body, and the palm of his hands made me feel warm. Then Iroha-san traced my body with his tongue. Then, this is how we were able to fulfill our desires. Chapter 12. You did that to protect me. What are you being shy about at this point? Hey, come to me. I was guided to the bathing area to wash my body. I stood there motionless near the entrance. Iroha-san extended his supple arms and extended his hands. When I took his hand, he grabbed me and tried to pull me. I lingered and my hand hesitated. Of course I'm going to be bashful. There's no way I'd be used to something like this. I see. But you're the one with the problem. I have absolutely no problem. What do you mean? I'll never get tired of seeing you get embarrassed. Please get tired of it. Resign yourself already and get over here. Though he said it in a soft and gentle tone, he seemed to be ordering me. I didn't mind this, so I obeyed. Yes. I reluctantly put out my hand. Then, like that, Iroha-san pulled my body in. This made me bounce straight into his arms. Iroha's? It was all so sudden that I couldn't follow what was happening. The wild beating of my heart became even stronger. It's late, so your body is cold. But it's warm inside your arms, Iroha-san, so I'll get warm soon. You say adorable things. Are those lips of yours inviting me? It seemed that it was Iroha-san with his charming smile was seducing me. And somehow, my body was washed while in Iroha-san's embrace. I'm tired. It's because you weren't being obedient, so you reap what you sow. It felt as if, since this morning, Iroha-san had a much softer demeanor than of yesterday. I was obediently being reserved, and even now, do you not want to soak with me? No, it's not that. It's embarrassing. The embarrassment is necessary. Even now, as we soaked in the hot water, Iroha-san was holding me and wouldn't let go. I couldn't believe such a joyful day would ever come. I really couldn't anticipate this. However, doing this will make you forget the heart-wrenching pain of yesterday. But I still don't understand. Misa, why did you suddenly choose Kikuya? Now that you mention it, I still haven't given him a proper explanation. I just got so overwhelmed with things yesterday. Listen now. Please just listen, okay? It felt like it was too late to say something like that. But I reminded myself that I can't let anyone else get punished today. Is it something that will make me leave? Well, it couldn't be helped that I would stay. But what would happen if you lied? You look like you're in a bind. I can't get angry if you're looking at me so imploringly. Really? No. Well, just go ahead and say it. If you don't, I'll just get Tokiwa to cough it up. Wait. Glare in his eyes said that this would be dangerous. Over with Iroha-san and held him tightly. Well then, let's talk. You? Yes. I heard that a relationship between Iroha-san and me is a crime. If we continued our relationship, then Iroha-san would be punished. So the problem would be eliminated if I chose another gentleman of the night. It seemed that Tokiwa-san wanted to go back to being a top courtesan, and we thought it would be to our mutual benefit. I see. So you did that to protect me? I silently nodded. You were cornered by a less than perfect situation. I did something regrettable. On my part, I acted selfishly. That's right. Huh? But thank you, Miso. Iroha-san. Iroha-san's long arms wrapped around me completely. After all, right now, I'm so happy it's terrible. You've taken a glimpse of Yoshiwara's dirty underside. Please be aware of it. Woman of the manager means that you will get to know various dirty things. Is that so? Skirmishes with women? The act that Iroha-san calls punishment? And dealing with Tokiwa-san? From now on, would there be a variety of things jumping out at me? But it's okay, because I'll be with you. Misa, I can't help but want to hold you. Forever and ever. Why is it that I can hold back when there seems to be no tomorrow? Iroha-san traced the contours of my chin with his wet fingers, and he slowly moved to my neck and then to my clavicle. Please, don't hold back anymore. Of course, I won't. Because I will remove all of your dissatisfaction. though it seems like I won't be able to hold back under these conditions. You must be tired from yesterday, so let's restrain ourselves. His arms that were wrapped around my waist turned me halfway around. This is okay, just for a little bit, right? And without giving me any time to answer, Iroha-san's thin lips touched and sucked on my skin. Tingling pain continued to run through my body and percolate. Iroha-san! As if it were the final touch to complete everything, Iroha-san picked up the place that hurt and locked his gaze with mine. Contrast beautifully with her white skin. When I looked down where Iroha-san's finger was, caressing me, a red mark was carved into my skin. Beautiful, like a cherry blossom petal. These are my feelings of love for your body, Misao. Iroha-san lovingly caressed me again. It would be okay if it never disappeared. Probably because we were in the water for a long time. In the time that it took for my glowing body to cool down, it was time to go back. Do you remember when you would whine that you didn't want to go home before? Whine? As embarrassing as it is, I do remember. At that time, I was overwhelmed, attracted to a beauty that resembled isolation, but I had no way to obtain that bright light of his. I understand your feelings now. Is that so? Yes. The day would come where I would burn with the feeling that I didn't want to go home. In the beginning, I was the same. I couldn't believe that I could love someone like this. Love is such a fearsome thing. You'll come tonight too? Yes. We always had the same conversation, and yet my heart started to go wild. Yes, you guys are getting along bright and early in the morning. When I turned to that sarcastic voice, Tokiwa-san was standing there. His usual strong gorgeousness was weakening a little. Iroha-san? Iroha-san thought of Kikuya and would do whatever he could for it. That's the type of person he was. You didn't do anything bad, so don't worry about it. But nothing happened. Please don't beat him. Misao, this is a problem that concerns Kikuya's honor. I'm sorry for this, but please watch. Yes, because it's a shame that you got involved in this. His philosophical words communicated that fact, that they were resolved to do this. Tokiwa, I commend you for your preparation. Thank you for that. Misao is my client. This was communicated to you before, wasn't it? Yeah, but in any case, I'm Tokiwa-sama of Kikuya. If there's a chance to steal, I can't help it. I see. Well, then I will announce the verdict. I tightly gripped both hands in prayer and stared at Iroha-san. Then, you will continue to be under Takao for quite a while. What? There is some logic to what you said, Tokiwa. In mercy of your aspirations, I will not punish you. However, from now on, you will treat her as my client. And make sure that something like this never happens again. Oh, I see. Tokiwa-san nodded in agreement. It's easier to understand. This cute lady has finally and completely become your wife for the night, right? Huh? I put my head down in embarrassment. You are also forbidden from teasing her in any way from now on. What? Isn't that your personal problem? Say what you will. As I'm seeing her off now, hold it to Takao for the time being. Great. Iroha-san, thank you. To be thanked by you makes me a little jealous. Huh? Why is that? Just listen. His face turned pouty, and then Iroha-san gave a small smile. I felt really happy to see that his expression could change to such a calm feeling. I'll return at night. I'll be waiting. His pinky intertwined with mine. After that, I bid him farewell with slow hesitation, and our pinkies came undone. Misao, you're back? I know you're going to Yoshiwara, so it's fine. I'm sorry, but please stop soon. Huh? I'm bringing a son-in-law in, so you should act like that. What are you saying? I had absolutely no idea where this was going all of a sudden. I'm saying that I found a partner for you. Shouldn't you be happy? A husband we don't need to pay anything for. A partner for me? Happy? Why? Why is it? Because there are no men on this island, right? Could it be a man around my father's age who's a retired gentleman? I'm saying that it's a man from another island with different colored hair. Someone from a different country? That's right. It's better to do this as early as possible, right? So you can cut your connections with the gentleman in the red light district. I can't believe this. Don't I have a sentence? Isn't it better to have the gentleman of the night to continue to sleep with many women? Mother, I understand what you're saying, but I've also thought many times that I would like to run away with the gentleman that I loved, and I don't want you to taste that same sadness. Won't you be happy to stay with one person until you die? Well, of course, but I have someone like that I like. Those words got stuck in my throat. Iroha-san didn't want to have a baby. I had decided not to think about it, but this made the problem of succession really clear to see. It was way too shocking. Everything before me had become black. Chapter 13 In a Dream. Though not that many days had passed, it felt like the happiness I felt when we were together was a dream. I really started to wonder if it was a dream. Misao, bring this parcel to the ship, please. Yes. I picked up the parcel that my mother asked me to bring and walked so as to not bump into anyone. Oh! When I saw a black-haired man with a long, slender body, my attention was grabbed. There's no way that he would be here, but if I wanted to see him, I should go and see him. Iroha-san won't come. That's our relationship. I thought many times that I would go to the red light district. I would endlessly remember the warmth of the person that I loved. I fell into a terrible depression, even though I want to meet him so badly. As I looked up into the rose-colored sky, I whispered that to myself. The day was such a beautiful sunset. Would probably look really good with Iroha-san's ogre form, like nothing else in the world. So beautiful and enchanting. Speaking of the sunset, wasn't this time called the time to meet the demon? And that's the time that it was. Suddenly, something black appeared in front of my eyes and blocked the sunset. Would it be okay to imagine that he was me? Iroha-san! I thought that it might be an illusion. Perhaps it was a dream. I couldn't believe my own eyes. It was the real thing. Iroha-san before my eyes was absolutely the real thing. Why are you here? I could get a glimpse of the sunset from behind a rock. The person who was smiling sadly, I just smiled shockingly, told me and told him how much I missed him. Couldn't I be allowed to do this? It's not sad for you to ask me why I'm here. I just came to see you. Me? My heart felt so hot. However, this was immediately followed by a flash of anxiety. But is it okay for you to come up here for no reason? It doesn't matter because I'm not a gentleman of the night. Knowing that it was not a problem, I breathed a sigh of relief. If you worry about me so much, why didn't you come to see me? That's because we have a situation. It isn't because you've come to hate me, haven't you? Of course not. As far as I can see, it doesn't look like you've ruined your health or anything either. For what reason have you distanced yourself from Kikuya? The truth is that I want to be next to you, Iroha-san. If that's so, why didn't you come? The only place that I can exchange intimacies with you is Kikuya. Iroha-san looked down softly. His thick eyelashes made a very beautiful shadow. You didn't just abandon me, right? Huh? No, of course not. I'm sorry to have made you worry. I just feel like I would be torn apart. What should I do? One else but Iroha-san, but if you feel like that, then won't you come? Yes. That's a promise, right? Yes, I will definitely come tonight. That night, when I arrived at Yoshiwara, the woman opened the phone, and they were looking at one man. It was Koizumi, and he fended off all of their glances as he went. A charming smile came across his face, and he stole glances at everyone that looked at him. That reminds me, when I first came to this place, I was doing this. I was overwhelmed by the elegance and frenzy of it all. I felt something really piercing about the house. Something nostalgic, like it was from the far past. At that time, my legs froze and I just stood there. Then I hurried off to arrive at Kikuya. Then I met Iroha-san. Why am I crying? I believed that my single night dream with Iroha-san would continue on forever. I selfishly believed that. Even though something like that is impossible. Even though there was no way something like that could be real. While crying, my feet took it upon themselves to advance towards Kikuya. Why are you crying? As I passed in front of an Ari shrine, he pulled on my shoulder and turned me around. Takiwa-san, what are you doing here? I just saw you and became worried. Don't tell me that you moved to tears because the cow is so beautiful. I do think that he's beautiful, but no, that's not it. I'm crying because, well, my eyes hurt a little. Oh, that sucks. I should inform Iroha. Yeah. Takiwa-san, it's okay to cry when you're having a hard time, but it won't solve anything to try and hide it. Maybe you should see a doctor about your crying? Perhaps this is him feeling worried about me. When I thought he was only being crafty, it would seem that his friendly smile can now be seen as honestly. Takiwa-san, you're so nice. Of course I am, because I'm Takiwa-san. Hey, don't laugh. I had wandered the street. I couldn't tell anyone. I quietly opened my door. Oh, wow, I see. That may be a happy story, but for you, it's a difficult marriage proposal. Yeah, I really don't know what to do. If I were in your position, I would take the man from the main. That's the answer that I expect. That's normal. Husband only for me. Someone who would always be by my side until we became husband and wife. That partner wouldn't be Iroha. He finally just got together. Maybe you need more time to slowly think over it. Most women are fairly strong in times like these. A lot of them have the bad habit of making decisions after thinking on everything on their own. What about you? I really had no idea. I guess that's pretty good. Kikuya-san laughed lightly. Oh, let's not really start about it all a second. At this moment, I was grateful for that casual reply. I obediently nodded to Kikuya-san's words, and then I warned him just to be sure. I'm going to say this to Iroha-san on my own. I'm going to tell him myself when I've made up my mind, so don't say anything. Love secrets, you know. But, well, with an expression that looked like he was up to something, Kikuya-san stared at me first. If the manager chases after you, maybe I'll be released from probation? Really? Please don't tell anyone. Don't worry, it was a joke. He really is hard to get a grip on, though I did feel a little worried. It's not like I regret talking to him. As soon as I entered the room, Iroha-san held me and lifted my body, then pushed me on top of the bed. Aren't things moving pretty fast? Now that you mention it, yes, you're right. My crestfallen cheeks became flushed with red. This person, was he always so adorable? I'm not really asking you to stop, you know. It was embarrassing for me to make the first move, but I softly kissed Iroha-san's chest. Not through my clothing. I want you to really touch me. I was slowly undressed. Then Iroha-san kissed my exposed skin. Finally, I can do this with you. Transformed into an ogre, Iroha-san's hair shut off, and he softly enveloped my body. His red eyes that I could see through the gaps between his eyes were sparkling. I could tell that he was very excited. Iroha-san touched my exposed skin with his fingers. Iroha-san wasn't the only one who was excited. A sweet voice escaped from my own lips, and this let him know that I, too, was excited. You moaned in an adorable voice. I'm so embarrassed. Yes, it is embarrassing. Iroha-san narrowed his eyes and smiled with pleasure. His smile was so seductive that it made my body shake. Perhaps Iroha-san noticed this reaction of mine. He narrowed his eyes even more and then kissed me. His kiss was intensely rapturous. I'm not sure if it was the sound of our tongues touching, but it sounded very embarrassing to me. As we exchanged kisses, Iroha-san's fingers attacked my body. My body naturally squirmed. However, the further our actions went, the more that my head became clear today. Even if I knew in my head that he was sleeping with other women, I was terribly jealous when the baby appeared. But I wonder why. Conversely, what about another man that isn't Iroha-san touching my body? That's a little different, but it's also sad. It didn't make my stomach boil over. It didn't change the fact that it bothered me, but sadness occupied my heart at that time. What are you thinking? He let out his sweet breath and his questioning eyes were to touch you and be touched by you now, Iroha-san. Makes me so very happy. So much that I feel that I don't want to be touched by anyone else. You, Iroha-san, I love you. You're saying something strange. If someone other than me slept with you, his hoarse breathing made the hair on my ears sway back and forth. I waited like that for Iroha-san's words. I'll make that person disappear, he whispered in a low voice. I wonder why my body shuddered. Is it because I was happy or because I was terrified? Perhaps there was nothing in me but joy. Am I a bad girl? Why? I can't help but be happy at Iroha-san's words. You're not the only one, because it's a happy thing to feel jealousy and be constrained by the person that you love. From the gaps between his white hair, his glimmering red eyes shine mysteriously. It's illness for this conversation. You are a good girl. Iroha-san started to move his waist again. Before I knew it, he was attacking more intensely than before. I fell asleep? It was really intense tonight, so I guess I lost consciousness for a little. When I opened my eyes, Iroha-san was there next to me with a serene expression on his face. For a little while. He was so strong with an adorable look on his face. I woke up and really being comfortable with Iroha-san. I was feeling this. I felt ill, so much so that I wanted to get come back. Over. Didn't we talk about sleeping with another gentleman in the night? That's a little different from what I said. Isn't it so? Didn't you ask me that question because you wanted to make me jealous?
Huh? What do you know?
Oh, really? Because that's how much I care about you. Iroha-san. I was contained perfectly in Iroha-san's chest. If we could have children, I might be able to convince my mother. If we could do that, then I would probably be able to stay with Iroha-san forever. I want to carry his child so much. Anyone but him just won't do it for me. The strength of these feelings gave me reckless. Can I ask you a question, Iroha? Go ahead. It makes me scared that you're leading into it like that, too. Even now, you still don't want children? His crimson-colored eyes opened wide. You asking me something like that? Oni or human, everyone wants children. That's what I was thinking. Perhaps because he was lost as to how to answer, Iroha-san averted his eyes. Even after waiting for a while, he didn't reply. I'm sorry, I asked you something strange. I guess it really wasn't uncomfortable question. Forget about it. No, because I think it's important. This process definitely for making children. I understand you will have these feelings. I'm myself. Iroha-san? What could he be trying to say? Not to see me as child. I also think that I'm a man, so I have that instinct. Iroha-san. More than anything, I only realized that feeling this recently. But even if I have those feelings, I think that I don't want my own. What's happening? Iroha-san smiled to try to hide his pain. Is it even have to do with this was the instant I felt regret. Even someone like him is thinking that he might want to marry a normal woman and have children. And yet, because of his blood, it can't happen. It must have been a hard saying that I want to have children right away. Just that someday. Your baby and good night, Iroha-san. So that I couldn't see his expression, I nestled myself in Iroha-san's arms and slept. The last chapter, the wedding. I could hear the light breathing sound of the person sleeping next to me. Perhaps Iroha-san was sleeping soundly and dreaming. I hope he's having a happy dream. I wish so. I combed my fingers into his black shiny hair. Iroha-san. When we're making love, he looks like pure white silk. It's strange that both of his forms are beautiful. I combed his hair in my hand with great care over and over. I have to give it up. The time to view one night's dream is already coming to an end. It's only natural to someday wake up from a dream. Thinking back, what brought me to Kikuya was also like a dream. Even though so many things happened, I was able to have a very happy dream. Iroha-san, thank you so much. I kissed Iroha-san's cheek and lied down on the bed again. I laid there like that until dawn. The whole time I never got tired of looking at Iroha-san's sleeping face. I don't have the confidence to leave him like I usually do. And so, I quietly exited the room and tried to leave, without saying goodbye to anyone. Are you okay with this? He must have been hidden by the corner. I didn't notice until he called me. Tokiwa-san, why? I wonder if you've been waiting for me here the whole time? Come on, I don't have that much free time. But, well, what is it? I'm just worried about you. You should at least say goodbye, shouldn't you? For both of you. Tokiwa-san, I guess you really are, what? A kind person, I guess. I'm sorry, but I really don't think I have the confidence to give a proper goodbye. Everyone's the same. It is so much fun to welcome someone. Nobody likes saying goodbye. You have to. I know that. It goes without saying, but Iroha-san might wake up while I'm here talking with Tokiwa-san. When I thought that, I felt pressed to leave. Sorry, please excuse me. As I left the hallway, I felt Tokiwa-san's gaze painfully piercing into my back. A few days have passed since I came back home. I returned to the life that I had when I didn't know of Kikuya. The only thing that's different is that I am helping my mother and waiting for the day when my future husband will arrive. Misao, this is my own decision as your mother, but you're okay to take a husband, aren't you? Why are you asking me this all of a sudden? She sat on her knees as soon as she entered my room, so I wondered what she was going to say. I stared at my mother's face. You don't look happy these days. I'm worried about you. Yeah, I guess you're right. Was it that obvious from my face? I tried to act bravely. Do you not want to do this? A little. Well, it's just that I'll have to live with a man for the rest of my life, right? I've been worried about losing the life that I've had up until now. I see. Never mind what I said. It's all right to believe that you agree, right? My heart ached. I tried to prevent my voice from trembling. I tried to prevent the tears that I held back from flowing out. I tried my best to endure. I'm the daughter of a shipping agent, so how could I refuse such a great offer? I said that to ease my mother's worries. That's right. There was nothing false in those words. And just then, that's not good. I already quit Kikuya, so this will make me homeless. It was the voice that I heard so many times in my dreams. My body shook greatly. Are you saying that I should start begging? Somewhere in his calm tone, he sounds like he's still teasing me. I forced my trembling body to turn around, and there he was. Iroha-san. Long time no see, Misao. Iroha-san. Yes, how can I help you, miss? Every time I call his name, he responds politely, but something in his face seems upset. Why are you here? You're the one who's vanished from my sight, no? That's why I came here like this. You can't just show up like this, and what's more, you quit? As the conversation progressed, I began to understand how serious things were. Would you be the mother of Misao-san? Iroha-san just smiled at me and never answered my questions. Instead, on my mother, who was at a loss for words due to surprise, he sat on his knees and stared straight at me. His beautifully smooth movements fascinated me. I'll never get tired of this person's beauty. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Iroha. He politely placed both hands on the ground and lowered his head deeply. Have I ever seen him lowering his head to anyone like this? Well, hi. Following Iroha-san, my mother rushed to lower her head as well. Well, I apologize for my unexpected visit. May I be Misao-san's husband? Before my mother could say anything, I grabbed Iroha-san's shoulder. No, you can't do that. Why? Because haven't you been taking such good care of Kikuya? Of course, I still care about Kikuya. That's my home. Then why? Iroha-san's smile vanished, and after directing his eyes at me, he talked to me in a persuading tone. I realized that Misao-san is much more important than my home. When I thought that I had to choose between my home and Misao, Iroha-san took my hands and held them tightly. His hands were so warm, I could feel his heart through them. The only choice ahead of me was Misao-san. Iroha-san. I became overwhelmed by this unanticipated event. Tears came gushing out. Who would give someone as precious as you to another man? You're so childish. Iroha-san wiped away the tears that flowed down my face. Misao. I was pulled in by Iroha-san's gentle voice and tried to leap into his chase. Then, from the side, I heard the abrupt sound of a voice that stopped me from doing that. This may be your touching reunion, but I will not allow it. My mother glared at Iroha-san and then turned her gaze to me. Is this man Misao's gentleman? Yes. Iroha-san straightened his posture and then bowed. Please accept me as your son-in-law. I would be so happy if it were possible. Mother, please, I'm begging you. Taken by our four eyes, my mother let out a sigh. I can't agree with that so soon. Well, it's okay to consider him as a candidate. And that's what happened. The groom who came all the way from across the sea ended up going back. Such a pity. 2 weeks since I started living together with Iroha-san. We stay in separate rooms, and we're not allowed to be alone together. Iroha-san seems so alive. Misao, that man must have been born to be a shipping agent, don't you think so? Mother, you flatter him too much. He was a manager, so he's skilled at seeing everything in the round. Seems like you have to keep it for fun. Does that mean that you've accepted him a little? Suppose so. You seem to be doing as I told you and haven't been seeing him. That's because of Iroha-san. It's probably something left over from Yoshiwara. When I suggested for us to meet alone just for him, he said he couldn't because he had made an opinion. What a strange man. He may be serious to the core. Perhaps. Well then, can you please send this package to Kikuya? Okay, the usual shop? That's right, but since it's a big package, it's better if you both go. Mother, yes! She finally gave us permission to go out together, which I did calm my excited heart. I was so excited, so I held the luggage tighter to make sure I didn't make a careless mistake. Not that I would never return, but they're one of our regular customers. So it's nice that we can check in while running an errand like this. Even so, Iroha-san, aren't you worrying too much for just one errand? There are so many temptations in a place like this, so you definitely need to be accompanied. You're the only person in my eyes, Iroha-san. I noticed there were cherry blossoms in front of us. What beautiful cherry trees. Looking at these cherry trees makes me feel like I'm in a dream. I spread my arms out and let the cherry blossoms shower my entire body. Misao, you're the one that's beautiful. He put his hands on my shoulders and then turned my body around. I never dreamt that I would face you with peaceful feelings like this. We kissed so many times in that place called Kikuya. He knelt forward and I could feel his breath. Yes, you put me in a dreamlike state so many times. They were melting, sweet dreams. Before I even had a chance to nod in agreement, Iroha-san started kissing me. I felt an intense, sweet throbbing like those many times when we did it in Kikuya, a dream that only he could give to me. Iroha-san's laugh surprised me and I opened my eyes. And when I did, I saw that he had transformed into his ogre form. It's getting noisy around here. Why don't we run away into Kikuya? I nodded with all my strength and entered Kikuya. That night, he pushed my body down to the floor. Iroha-san kissed me over and over again. Looking down on me, his eyes were seductive and his charm filled the air. It was all too beautiful, so it made me shudder. But I don't usually react like this. Perhaps because he touched me fiercely, I started to breathe faster. I have good news. Good news? Your mother said I can officially be your husband. That's what she told me. Huh? She accepted? Yes, she said to come and be Misao's husband. Just imagining you in a wedding dress makes me excited. I can't wait. I'm happy. I never thought that this day would really come. Someone like me. She accepted even me as an ogre. She's a great woman. But there is one more problem. That's right. If I don't have a child, there will be no heir to the shipping agent business. I was prepared for this when I asked to be your husband, Misao. Well, so we are official. I will be able to satisfy your everything. Iroha-san brought my knee up and started to caress my thigh. In front of him, he directed his eyes to my private place where we could be tied together as one. It's the first time that I thought that I'd like to soil a woman with my own desires. Just Iroha-san looking down upon me with his seductive smile made my body begin to want him. Feeling the same way, Iroha-san immediately pierced my body. A tingling pleasure ran throughout my body and made me lift my waist. To express these feelings that couldn't be formed into words, I clung onto Iroha-san's arm. Like it was our first night. I was nervous and overcome with emotion. I couldn't help but laugh a little because Iroha-san's words took the energy out of my body. Even he gets nervous. Misao, I love you. A little sweat started to form on the back, and I felt Iroha-san's heat. His white body made a beautiful pattern, and this was painfully burned into my eyes. My body also became painfully hot. I didn't know what was going on. I could only feel him. I continued to accept his wedge. It was on this blissful night that, in the truest of meanings, I was able to have him.